YTP intro I sent was like the file size was so big because usually like for Discord sending I try to save it like Twitter's 720 option. Well, for that one I accidentally saved it to 1080p, which is like my usual standard for posting YouTube videos.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so that's why the file was so big.
Well, it's going
Also,
very well.
we are live.
We are live, yes. So you just explain it to our people at home. Thank you, Melty. But that's my fault. I didn't warn you. Things are going horrifically wrong today. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Dissected Alive 97. First, let's all sing for our birthday boy, Melty, man.
Okay. We already did. Okay.
And now we do it live to embarrass him more.
Yes. Yeah, in pitch darkness. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's still no
there we go.
views.
There's the screen.
Yep, there you go.
And now it's gone again.
And it's back.
Alright, I gotta fiddle around with the speed settings just to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Alrighty then, that's good. But yeah, happy birthday to Melty Man. Happy birthday to Melty Man.
to you.
Another man.
Happy
Happy birthday to Ultimate 54.
The quality of our singing represents how much we love him.
Yep.
Exactly.
I almost look more like Lucky Luke in that picture.
Yeah, kind of with the long face.
Yeah, the long face,
So
black hair.
cheerful.
Yeah.
That's how sad you are.
We've all got new looks.
Kind of, yeah.
With mine.
Oh, very casual
Propaganda.
looks.
I got complaints their emotions weren't imbalanced last time, so everyone has a different emotion this time.
Okay.
Why am I
Oh,
angry?
Yeah, because,
Because someone had to be.
Because everyone has a different
Fuck
emotion.
you.
Yeah.
I'll just kill you.
oh yeah, I think it was yeah, it was like one side. Oh, it's all
You
cute,
and
and
I
then
are
the
like
other
on
side
opposite ends of the spectrum.
oh, at least loves me.
He loves the crying, melting man. She's like, yes, keep crying for me, melting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roger, you could have had my mouth open at the end, like what they did that guy at the end of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where he points at the end and goes, oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh well, that could be for next time.
I can still draw that in if you want it so badly.
Oh, that'll be excellent.
Here you go, I'll put a silver next to Elise. And
Oh,
there you go. That's why she's so happy. She's not looking at Melty.
Hey.
Sorry, Melty.
Yeah. But yeah, to get everyone like up to speed. Yes, I recently had a birthday. It was yesterday, and despite having to go in for work, it was a pretty good day. Yeah, I pretty much had pizza and cake for dinner.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The best kind of dinner.
Yeah. And I also got a few things that my mom sent me. Like, she sent me a banner, which I've been thinking about trying to properly display my MLP pins and buttons that I've gotten at conventions. So now I have a banner, and definitely underestimated how many pins, because, like, yeah, I got some of them on, but yeah. And, oh yeah, the other thing I got is Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. So, yes, I can finally give that game a proper shot.
Oh,
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
The PS2 or 3.
Oh yeah, I got the PS2 version. Like, I honestly didn't know if there was like a distinct difference between versions. I just kind of assume it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
PS2 and Wii. I think the Wii might have some motion control. I don't know. I never got to try it.
Yes, I have the Wii version. It does have some motion control.
Okay.
Cool.
But
Well,
you still have
I've also
control.
heard in the Wii version you can. Yeah, I heard in the Wii version you can plug in a GameCube controller to,
Yeah,
run
you
the
can.
motion stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
But
I prefer
yeah.
to use the Wii Boat though.
Ah. But yeah, the Sonic Riders series, that was definitely one of those Sonic games I slept on despite being around during its prime. Which, yeah, and of course, if you want the full story, I already did Archie Sonic character files on the Babylon Rogues, which I also cover my full personal history on those birds. So, yeah, go check that out if you want the full story.
There you go. Yeah, I've never been too nice to the games either, because it has such a perfect picture of Knuckles that represented him in the later games. You know, the game itself isn't even so bad, because, hey, Knuckles actually gets the treasure hunt a bit and translates. So that game's actually doing a pretty good job, but yeah, that's the perfect visual to use as a meme.
And in Zero Gravity, he's like incredibly important to the plot because like he's the one who actually knows all of this like ancient lore and can like read the Babylonian language.
Oh yeah, it's a common thing among us treasure hunters.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he got downgraded.
Fully reads the
for free
inscription
fighters.
on there.
Fair enough.
That's
Oh,
always what I
brilliant.
think of. That scene is always what I think of whenever people call Knuckles stupid. It was just like, he's not stupid. He's just got very specific areas of expertise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which makes
Oh, I love
Frontier
it.
so
Thanks,
frustrating.
Roger.
There you go. Which makes Frontier so frustrating because that Knuckles should be at his main prime skill set, but yet he's never showing it off there. It's like you're investigating a tribe. Well, you have nothing insightful to say. But yeah, so scary look now.
Yeah.
Montana.
Curse you, Montana.
Yeah. So if you couldn't tell, I did the thumbnail, and I knew I wanted to do the Welcome to Montana joke just immediately because we're covering an episode that involves snow.
Yeah. And of course, drawing
So-
Robotnik in an outfit that is clearly Ewan's favorite outfit.
Yeah.
No wonder Ewan looks so disturbed.
Exactly. But in actuality, I'm actually inside the igloo with like the guns pointing towards Egg,
Oh, yeah.
ready to
It's
attack.
the dramatic.
Well, it does like something that you would design, Roger, Ewan.
Well, actually draw Eggman like that. Or
Yeah, I mean, it was going to the igloo.
oh yeah. I mean, it'd just be a quick job, but it'd be like you know, gotta protect myself from Eggman going all Chris. Because like it's an epidemic. It's like it's got to be neutralized. It cannot spread.
It's the Chris infection.
I ended up having some technical issues while making the thumbnail, but it ended up being a blessing in disguise. As I was drawing Surf, like frozen in the bucket, my computer crashed, and so I lost the progress of me drawing that. So I had to start over, and it gave me a new perspective. I'm like, oh, I should draw his pompadour as Josuke's hair from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Well, that explains the reaction you got on your face. It's like, hey, look at that. Is that a JoJo's reference I drew?
Guys, did you see the JoJo's reference?
Yeah, look at this.
Because it's very
Perfect.
important. That's why I'm pointing at it.
Very important. Pointy. But yeah, well, thanks for drawing the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yes. Small round of applause for it.
Drawing Eggman in a skiing pose was harder than I'd hoped it would be.
Hey, that's not easy. Nope.
Yeah.
But it's just funny seeing how cheerful he looks. Just
Yeah.
being aware about what's about to happen to him.
So happily oblivious to the danger behind him.
Yeah, Robotnik go.
So, at other news, does anyone want to say something about the poor James Carter Cathcart, the Vector voice actor who sadly passed away? Find a
Oh,
computer room
yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
unfortunate,
voice of
yeah.
Vector.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Sonic X era, and yeah, Shadow's game. I don't think he ever did Vector in any other Sonic game.
Nope. It was mostly Dan Green after that for some reason.
Ah, yeah. Ah.
Hold on.
Dan Green?
Yeah,
Dan Green.
Wait,
Dan Green voiced him in Sonic Rivals 2 and the Olympics games.
oh wow. I didn't
As Wayne
realize.
said- As Wayne says, I'm not aware of that.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and of course, outside of Sonic, the guy's also known for doing a lot of Pokemon voices, like
He was in Team. He was one of the characters in Team Rocket.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was
Was he?
the original voice of James and Meowth. I think
Nope.
that was it. Oh no.
He was, I think, the most recent James and Meowth. The original James was Eric Stewart, who is still alive.
Ah,
and the original Meowth was Maddie Blaustein, who unfortunately is not. And the original Jessie was Rachel Illis, who also passed away kind of recently. So, yeah.
Okay, so the recent incarnation. Oh yeah, because I've completely lost track with Pokemon, so I don't know who's voicing who nowadays.
So, of the original Team Rocket, we still have James.
Ah.
Yeah, time knows no mercy. Not even for voice actors.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Very unfortunately, since most of you are voice actors.
What are you saying? Don't have much time left?
Yeah.
Well, not much more than anyone else, I suppose.
Fair enough.
That's life.
Well, hey, I'm now 32 now, so I guess my time is coming.
Oh, you were 31.
No, I was 31 for a while, but now I'm 32.
Oh,
Like a year, give or take.
Yeah. So that means I can no longer do the whole Hans Moleman meme with the whole "I'm 31 years old."
oh, that might be why I'm confused by.
Yeah. Because on the 17th I did that. Oh yeah, last time I get to post this meme. So yeah.
Indeed. Now you lost it. How tragic.
Yep, I'm 32.
And speaking of things that happened yesterday, Advent Neon was finally released. This was a game that I covered for Sage a few years ago. It was absolute blast. I loved playing this game. I promoted the Kickstarter on our stream and obviously donated to it myself, and I'm so happy this game is finally out, and I will be playing it on stream tomorrow.
There you have it. So check it out.
There is something I would
course I have
like
it.
to discuss about if there's time.
You
Sure.
want to discuss something?
Yes, I just remembered that they've just announced the casting for Link and Zelda for the upcoming Zelda movie.
Oh, all right.
Oh, nice.
That is true.
Yes, Bo Bogenson and Ben something.
Yeah.
Ben Schwartz.
No, not that
Ben
Ben.
Schwartz?
Ben Schwartz.
Hey, yeah!
Chris Pratt.
Me, princess.
Hey,
No, it's not Chris Pratt.
No.
Ben.
All right, cool. So,
Suppose
for the people who care, I
I
guess.
suppose we all
Yeah.
might have Jack Black as Ganondorf.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I just hope they're taking proper safety precautions during this movie, especially if they do in like a water temple scene, because it would be a real shame if Ben drowned.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be. I'm pretty sure they will.
Imagine the movie lasting about
Yeah.
3 hours as Link tries to find all the heart containers.
A giant chunk of the movie is just going to be him stuck in the water temple.
Yeah.
Hang on.
If I see the trailer and I see Link talk full sentences, I'll be immediately out. It's like, no, that's not Link. You failed. Link has to
Yep.
mute.
Well, I mean, Link could talk full sentences in the mangas.
Blasphemy.
Well, excuse.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. If he says that, then I'll allow him talking.
They really got to
The theater will just erupt with cheers, like, he said it.
Well, I just hope it's not going to go mental like it did with the Minecraft movie and the whole sort of chicken
Oh
giant.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like that is just really crazy. Like, I'm kind of like, yeah, what the hell's wrong with these kids? You know, back in my days, we had to be respectful in movie theaters.
And yet here they are bringing chickens into these theaters.
Yeah, they're like bringing live chickens, throwing popcorn around. Like, I even saw one video where someone brought actual fireworks and just set them
Oh,
off
yeah.
inside a small building.
God.
Like, what the fuck, guys? You're putting everyone in danger there.
Oh, also technically Link does speak in the games because you have the option to have him answer questions.
That's true. You might say yes or no.
He also spoke a bit in Wind Waker when you have to control a statue and you hear him go, "Come on, come on."
Yeah, come on, come on.
Come on.
I'll allow little small sentences, just not full sentences.
Yeah, and he does speak. I have all of the A Legend of Zelda manga. Yeah, like the last one I bought was the final volume for the Twilight Princess
Hey, cool.
story, and
How many volumes?
yeah,
was that?
he huh?
How many volumes was that in the end?
I think there's 8 volumes, I want to say.
Oh, I thought there was more than that.
For the at least for the Twilight Princess. Let me check.
Ah, all right. Yeah, because I think they did a few other adaptations of other Zelda games.
Yeah, it's just Twilight Princess. That's the longest one. Because I thought, oh, maybe I'll only be like maybe 2 or 3 volumes, but no, it just kept going. I was like, guys, come on! I don't want to keep buying all these filler issues just to find out what happens.
11 volumes. Yeah, it's 11 volumes. Sorry.
Good grief.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually not surprised because there is a lot of content in Twilight Princess.
Fair.
You know, in the original game.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also like Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I just love what they did with Midna, where she starts out like just so annoying and I couldn't wait to be rid of her, but then you know, as the story goes on, it's like she became this well-rounded character. Now she's like one of the most beloved like companion characters in the Zelda franchise, if not the most beloved.
Yeah, I
You're like,
imagine
don't
she was
leave
quite.
me.
I know, it's like at the end when it's like she shatters the mirror, you know, after she goes back to her realm. I was legit sad.
That's good.
It's like, yeah, I was legit sad. It's because it's like, man, Minna, we went through so much together. You're really awesome, and then you go and do this, and now I'm sad. It's
Now we'll never see you again outside of Hyrule.
Hyrule Warriors.
Warriors, yeah.
Yes, Hyrule Warriors.
Well, even if she didn't leave, that wouldn't happen because they almost never do direct sequels. Or all that much continuity, anyways, all the games.
Yeah.
The only one they did was Majora's Mask.
Yeah, and even that one
Oh,
didn't really follow up.
That's a direct sequel. Yeah, that's a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time.
That's true,
And,
even though it doesn't
oh.
matter because you still don't really in the same place. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and also Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, they are sequels to Wind Waker.
Did they build all
Oh,
those
yeah.
train tracks in the same era? That's quick.
No,
Well-
yeah, Spirit Tracks takes place in a different era, but Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel to Wind Waker.
All right. Fair enough. Alrighty, someone asked what our thoughts were that all the bonus characters can talk in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Well, in terms of Warhawk Sonic, but very likely to be mute. I'm sure Sala's very disappointed.
Yeah,
Very.
Yeah,
he will destroy everyone.
I
they
was
blew their
dreading
budget
the
on,
sorry, I was dreading the idea of Roger officially taking over the role of the Werehog, because like every time the Werehog has appeared since then, he's always been in a game without any voice acting, like the mobile games or Sonic Speed Simulator. But this one felt like it was going to be like the end of an era where Jason Griffith is no longer the voice of the Werehog, but Monkey's Paw, he's not the voice of the Werehog. It seems nobody is.
Yep, just shows that Sega went and blew their budget off with all those third-party crossovers.
It's gotta be really weird. Like
Yeah.
I hated that the Lego Dimensions that because everyone is talking, all the characters are talking so much, so that when you have a character that doesn't talk like Bart Simpson, it really sticks out. It's like it feels
Yeah.
wrong. So I'm probably
Yeah.
never gonna play a SpongeBob and all that because it just doesn't feel right for him to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's always like 4 different options with voice acting. Like either you bring back the original voice actor they come to do that, you find someone else to fill the role to try and do a good job. You either recycle audio from the previous voice actor or just leave them mute.
Those are the 4 options. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh well, but I guess we got
Yeah.
nothing.
And of course, knowing Sega and their shoestring budgets, they obviously went for the 4th option.
Indeed.
Yeah. Of course, a few bits and pieces are being announced, such as getting hold of the Blue Star Extreme gear for Sonic to pilot or anyone else to do so, as well as a new track being Digital Circuit, representing Shadow
The
the Hedgehog.
amazing
Right,
digital
surprise.
circuit.
Oh yeah, that's oh yeah, I think that's like the infamous level from Shadow's game that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I mean, it's
internet.
Yeah.
kind of funny because I actually did, because even though it's been a while since I last played it, when I first actually played Digital Circuit, I actually successfully completed it on my first try with no issues. I was like, okay, that's done. On to the next level. Whilst I'm now hearing everyone saying like, oh, I can't get by this level quick enough, sort of thing, and I'm just like, did I seriously fluke it by taking the actual easy routes I was supposed to take without realizing?
Fuck you. Hmm.
Yeah,
so-
I never really had an issue with this stage either.
well, I've never experienced it because I never found the right route that had that level. Yeah.
The only stage I ever had issue with in this game is there was one arc level where for the hero mission you had to heal all of the scientists.
Yes, that's the
Oh,
one
I
I
hate
had
that
trouble
one.
with as well. Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I never found the last one.
Yep. Same here.
I went
could
up and down every hallway in that arc several times for an hour. Never found him.
I
Were
could
you
never beat
shouting
it because
for
I
him?
kept getting lost in that level. Yeah.
We
Same
shouting
here.
for the scientists like, where are you scientists? I need you. I need to complete this mission.
Oh,
Please,
yeah, we'll be very
5
disappointed.
hours.
Hmm.
So, oh yeah, then they also showed up. Oh yeah, we're bringing back a level track from Sonic Riders, and everyone's already bitching about it because apparently it looks like too bright or it looks nothing like the original or something. I don't know.
Oh well, we'll see what that's gonna be about.
Real quick, Godfroth, to answer your question, no, I did not get the Magic the Gathering cards. They are way too expensive, and they sold out like really quick too. So
Oh jeez. Yeah, those damn eBay scalpers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Insert that South Park meme of, and it's gone.
and it's gone.
Yep.
Pretty much. Does anyone have something to say about the latest Stills Tube, the life hacks one?
Oh, life hacks.
Oh yeah, the one that the internet went crazy over because like, oh my God, Rouge wearing glasses. That looks so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
And,
definitely getting a lot of I definitely got a lot of Archie Breezy vibes from that pic with Rouge with the glasses.
Yeah, I can see that kind of.
Yeah, holding that like list of like demands and whatnot. Yeah, definitely sounds like something Archie Breezy would do. All those long contracts and whatnot.
Yeah,
Quite soon.
and Luke doesn't seem too happy that Rouge is wearing glasses.
No, he
Like
tries-
sacrilege.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Glasses?
covering her back is one thing, but glasses, oh no, that's where I draw the line.
Oh no. Oh no. I just had a horrifying thought. What would contact lenses look like for these characters? Really
Ooh.
big.
Very
They'd
big.
be
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, I did see a comic where Sonic had this massive white contact lens, but he takes it off, he has really tiny eyes.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Oh, I
yeah,
saw
that's
one like that, but he's like wearing goggles. And it was like Mario asking him, like, "How do you run that fast without goggles? Don't your eyes dry out?" It's like, "What are you talking about? My goggles are right here." Takes them off. He just got tiny green eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine kind of joked about like, oh yeah, you know, like Sonic still has black eyes, like the green eyes, those are just contacts. So yeah, Sonic has green contacts, I guess.
Whatever you want to believe. Yeah. Right, shall we move on to the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Of course.
I suppose we
Yeah,
should.
Yeah, I guess a good.
Yeah.
I'll save it for the end. Yeah.
You say, oh, you okay? You saved to the end. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But first, we have another YouTube intro from Melty himself for Snow Problem.
Yeah, an intro I'm kind of mixed about, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Indeed. So everyone judge very harshly. He needs all the feedback he can get. It's just because it's his
You-
birthday,
you
you
heard
don't
him,
have to
chat.
be easy on him.
Be critical about this one, chat.
But also, when it's good, give him the compliments he deserves. Gotta be fair
Yeah.
criticism. Does everyone have the link?
Yep.
The video?
Got it.
I got it.
It's pinned.
Alrighty, then I'm gonna count down. A 3, A2, A1, A go.
Right here on page
9,000! Is that the best you can do?
See?
Jump, jump.
Yes.
That little hedgehog should keep the blizzard chilling for a while. That little while should keep the hedgehog blizzard chilling. That little chilling should keep the hedgehog for a while. Substitute patch, substitute patch. There goes my chips.
No problem.
There you go. That was abstract indeed. What an art piece.
Yeah, I guess I was just kind of in the mood for like old style YTP, so that's kind of what I got from putting this together.
Indeed, it's very more classical feeling, yeah.
And I'm an angry Scotsman for some reason.
Yeah, well, I think I remember like one stream we were talking like memes, and someone was grumbling about the whole 9,000 bit, and I think that was Luke that was doing it, so I threw a reference to that in the YTP intro.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just
May I ask what the song was during the dancing section?
Oh geez, that. Okay, so that's actually a Hungarian folk tune where oh geez, I was looking it up last night, and it's it's this totally different language, but yeah, it's real, it's official. It's okay, it's a Kapuban es Serker or something like that. I'll just type it in the chat, but yeah, it's usually a more slower song. The one that I found was from a series of shorts called Hungarian Folk Tales, and it was specifically first the dance, then the feast. And yeah, that one has a more sped up version of that tune.
Alrighty, cool.
Okay, I just put that in the chat there, the live chat. So that's the name of the tune if any of you guys try and look it up.
Alrighty, then I should put it on screen as soon as my computer goes up. And then it's time for Sala to give our synopsis for Snow Problem.
I apologize in advance. This episode is just crammed full of stuff happening.
Yes.
Since when any Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog not crammed with stuff?
This one felt
True,
very
but
badly written.
this one especially. All right. So, our story begins with Dr. Robotnik confidently claiming that his new plan is so foolproof that not even Scratch and Grounder could mess it up. He introduces his newest diabolical machine, the Ultra Freezomatic. All three of them immediately drive the cool joke into the ground before Robotnik explains that the Ultra Freezomatic will freeze, and I quote, every citizen on Mobius solid. As he's explaining how this will help him, Grounder grabs his favorite musical instrument, a shockingly slippery jar of mayonnaise, which lands on Scratch's head and shatters, enraging the lanky robot. The two start throwing handfuls of mayo at each other while Robotnik monologues about how he's going to take the opportunity to install servitude chips into the frozen Mobians. Unfortunately, Grounder misses throwing a second jar of mayonnaise and accidentally pelts Robotnik on the back of the head. Shockingly, Robotnik does two things here that caught me completely off guard. First, he reacts almost unreasonably calmly. And secondly, he actually uses this new servitude chip on Scratch and Grounder after I'd already written a joke about how he's going to make everyone on Mobius obedient to him when he can't even make his most loyal robots follow directions. He tests the chips by telling them to jump out the window, and the two of them rush to be the first to take the fall, which is a pretty bad test because I feel like they both would have done that anyway, but perhaps wouldn't have been so excited about it, so I guess this is an improvement. Meanwhile, at Mount Splatterhole, it's supposed to be Mount Splatterhorn as a reference to Mount Matterhorn, but Jaleel White messed up the name and they didn't bother with the second take, I guess. Anyway, Sonic and Tails are contemplating why they haven't heard from Robotnik in days, which makes me wonder just how quickly Robotnik typically bounces back from each failed scheme. Just as Sonic expects that they finally have time to relax, a blizzard rolls in out of nowhere. At the Technodrome, at Robotnik's secret igloo bunker command post, the Doctor celebrates the success of the Ultra Freezomatic, even though it didn't do what he said it would do. As Sonic and Tails quickly brush off the snow, Sonic deduces that there's about a 50-50 chance that Robotnik was indeed behind the cold front, as the Doctor sends Scratch and Grounder after him. As Sonic and Tails speed down the mountain, they pass by a random, oddly curvy rabbit, who I guess just happened to be prepared for snow. This is, of course, just so Sonic can make a ski bunny joke, but he says it so quietly that he's drowned out by the music, making it sound like he said skee ball. Way to go, audio engineers. Anyway, Scratch notices that Grounder is surprisingly good at skiing, and Grounder informs him that he is programmed to deal with 28 different ski situations. Unfortunately, Grounder also reveals that there's a total of 28, and it just so happens that the 28th is the one Sonic just took, the ski jump. Grounder, deploying cleats, manages to stop inches from the edge of the ramp. Scratch, however, has no way to slow down and flies past Grounder, dragging him along for the ride. They land in a random snowdrift, and Scratch's sled lands on their heads. Good thing it wasn't a snowboarder, that could have killed them. Sonic immediately senses an opportunity for shenanigans and asks the robots what they're up to. They tell him about the servitude chips and that they're now completely obedient to their master, but they've forgotten who that is. Sonic informs them that he is their master, and naturally, it works. Sonic asks them what his plan is, even getting a little into character by talking like Robotnik to an extent, and demands that they take him to the Freezomatic so that he can make adjustments to it. As Grounder carries Sonic towards the secret igloo bunker command post, Sonic decides to see how much he can abuse his new power over them and starts asking for stuff, including a mug of hot chocolate, whipped cream, and a hot tub, all of which Grounder somehow just has. Unfortunately, Sonic also gets the real Robotnik experience of dealing with their incompetence, and ends up on the receiving end of the slapstick for a change. He notes that Scratch and Grounder are actually more dangerous as allies than as enemies. Robotnik, seeing this going down from a distance, vows to fine-tune the servitude chips, but not before activating the Ultra Freezomatic's Avalanche Activator. As the ground starts to shake, the bots begin to panic and ask Sonic to save them. Sonic points out that there's, and I quote, "a big pile of white stuff headed for us, and I don't think it's whipped cream." It is at this point that I would like to point out that I wrote this synopsis on Tuesday before Melty finished and/or submitted his YouTube poop intro, but I'd bet money that it included that line in it to Elisa's amusement. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked. Regardless, the avalanche barrels towards them as we cut to commercial. As we come back, Scratch and Grounder beg Sonic to save them. Sonic confronts the avalanche and then uses his speed to create walls of flame so hot that it instantly melts all the snow. Congratulations, you've turned the avalanche into a tsunami. Sonic is fine with this and hops on a surfboard and scats the first 4 notes of Wipeout. Naturally, the tsunami crashes into the bots Sonic was supposed to be saving. As Grounder expresses his gratitude that at least his glorious master is unharmed, Sonic completely forgets to keep up the act of being Robotnik and tells the gang they need to stop the real Robotnik from freezing Mobius. Back at the igloo, Robotnik, furious that the avalanche didn't work, begins digging through a chest of various doodads, including a plucked chicken that looks surprisingly, disturbingly like Scratch. Also, that is not what a bird's wings look like without feathers. He finds what he's looking for, his handy-dandy servitude chip remote regenerator. How convenient. Back to our heroes, they are confronted with a supposedly naturally formed ice bridge that Tails is worried will collapse under Sonic's weight, as if Tails hasn't regularly carried Sonic before. Sonic title drops the episode name and is about to cross when the robots stop him and offer to test the bridge for him. Just then, they fall under Robotnik's control again. Despite not being given a command to do so, they quickly adapt by pretending to still be obedient to Sonic. They suspiciously change their mind about crossing the bridge first, but Sonic pays no mind to it and makes it across with plenty of time to spare before the bridge breaks. Unfortunately for him, Scratch and Grounder take the opportunity to take Tails now that Sonic has no way back. As Sonic thinks of a way back, another blizzard blows in, allowing Scratch and Grounder to deliver the sidekick to Robotnik. They do the joke where Tails' insults to Robotnik are taken as a compliment, which would make a lot more sense if the insult wasn't Major Evil Dum Dum, meaning Robotnik takes being called dumb as a good thing. Robotnik reveals his brand new servitude patch, which is a servitude chip for living beings, though it looks more like a watch than a patch. Anyway, he slaps the patch on Tails, and the fox is immediately under his control. Robotnik sends Tails back to Sonic. Tails' acting is inconsistent and goes from sounding natural to sounding blatantly robotic, even though Scratch and Grounder sounded exactly the same while under the chip's control. Sonic falls for it anyway and just runs across the gap of the now-destroyed bridge, meaning he could have done that to begin with. As Sonic is distracted by Tails continuing to wave at where Sonic was, Scratch and Grounder catch him, and they tie him up with 7 chains and 7 ropes. Fortunately, when the Philistines came for him, Samson easily broke the bonds and slaughtered them all. But then the foolish Samson fell for his wife's ploys yet again and wrong story. Where was I? Oh yes. Sonic tricks Scratch and Grounder into demonstrating the effectiveness of the servitude patch by having Tails follow some silly instructions, which naturally leads to him asking them to command him to remove the servitude patch, freeing Tails. The bots take comfort in knowing that at least they still have Sonic bound up, but as they forgot to cut his hair, he naturally breaks free. What makes this even funnier is the implication that Sonic didn't need to trick them at all, and only did so to ensure that Scratch and Grounder actually made a mistake so that they couldn't report back to Robotnik that they did everything right. But seeing that they needed to report back to Robotnik at all, Sonic, I guess, built an entire ski lift off-screen, offering to take them to the top of Mount Splatterhorn. Hey, he said it right this time. Also, the ski lift only goes up like 30 feet before looping back, so it's not even very helpful anyway. But even more so when Sonic puts it into overdrive and launches the bots clear into the next episode. Robotnik, watching them fly past, is furious that this means he's lost his servitude chips. As if the chips just disappear if Scratch and Grounder go away for too long. Tails then leads Sonic towards the igloo bunker, but Robotnik uses the Ultra Freeze-O-Matic's Icicle Isolator to entrap Sonic between some giant shards of ice. Sonic asks Tails for a boost, which confusingly involves him running in place for a few seconds while Tails worries about another projectile incoming. Tails then just lifts Sonic up, ruining both this tense moment and the drama at the bridge earlier. Robotnik's anger management lessons kick in as he tells himself that the Icicle Isolator just needs some work, and that surely the Snowball Snuffer will succeed. Sonic calls a rolling snowball the oldest trick in the book and even pulls out the book to prove it. Sonic throws the book in a way that it boomerangs back and starts rolling on the ground so hard that it leaves a trail of fire in front of the snowball. Then the snowball crashes into a sentient billboard of Robotnik, so what the hell was the point of the fire? Sonic says the funniest thing Tails has ever heard, and then they make their way to the igloo bunker. Sonic spots the periscope, and his Looney Tunes senses start tingling. He paints a tropical island on the lens, tricking Robotnik into thinking he was suddenly in the middle of the ocean. When Robotnik emerges to check on what's going on, Sonic sneaks behind him. The moment Robotnik inspects the periscope, Sonic grabs onto the handle and begins spinning it, sending Robotnik soaring into Lake Splatterhorn. I guess the spinning also cleans the periscope's lens of paint as Sonic uses it to aim the Ultra Freeze-O-Matic and then set it to frozen concentrate. We cut to Sonic and Tails having fun ice skating. Robotnik, stuck under the ice, is so desperate to get out that he promises to turn good. Fortunately for the status quo, and unfortunately for the safety of Mobius, Sonic's hero complex compels him to instead taunt Robotnik, ensuring that he gets even eviler. Sure, Robotnik was probably lying, but that doesn't mean they should to make the situation even worse. After they're done ice skating, Tails asks Sonic to ride their tandem bicycle, but Sonic has to check to make sure the bike is safe first. As they ride off, Scratch and Grounder return early and are also inexplicably on a tandem bike, but they forgot to do a spot check and their bike falls apart. Sonic tells the kids to take care of their bike and give it regular safety checks.
The end. Guess they're flying to the next episode, yeah.
But yeah, to answer Salah's comment about the whole, I'm quite surprised, like, yeah, this episode was like, so many cum jokes that I could have done. And I think that was the original plan of, like, doing this weird compilation of Robotnik saying it, and then near the end, Elisa's angry face would pop up, just yelling, "Stop it!" But yeah, I think after a while, I'm like, it's too predictable, so I just scrapped the whole thing.
That would have been cool. It would have been so cool. It's an ice episode, so I gotta say the word cool.
Yeah, I think I scrapped it most. Yeah, I think I scrapped it most because I was too focused with getting the masking right for Sonic and the gang to dance to that Hungarian folk tune.
That was pretty awesome. Tails' dance moves were great, yeah.
Yeah, it's just blind. It's just hopping up and down with that blank stare.
Yeah, this episode's really written weirdly. Like, I was constantly confused. Yeah. Like, he makes a loyal chip and it gives it to Scratch and Grounder. Like, their loyalty was never the problem. It's their stupidity that's the problem. Yeah. So what's the point of that? Yeah. It's like, now they follow my instructions. Like, as opposed to what? Or the later, the sequence with the ice bridge was also confusing. Like, Sonic wants to cross it and then Scratch and Grounder stop him. And then they turn evil, and then they tell him to cross it anyway, which he was already gonna do. So, it's a very weird episode. This one, like not in normal Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog terms, but just in clumsy writing.
Oh yeah,
weird.
And not to mention that the bridge breaks and prevents Sonic from getting back, and then later he just crosses the gap anyway.
He just runs over it. I guess they tried to cover that up with the blizzard that shows up, but yeah, that was really weak. Yeah, that was straight up a plot point moment. Yeah.
I think the stupidest part is definitely the book, where he just like throws the book and it just starts creating a trail of fire. It's like, oh, what's that gonna do? Snowball just hits a billboard.
Yeah, it's just another one of those random fast nonsense. Like, oh yeah, he throws the book so fast that it leaves like a trail of fire because of all the speed friction or whatever.
Yeah. That I can understand, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything.
Yeah, it's just cool, spectacle.
Yeah.
And also, when he opens up the book, it's like, hope it's halfway or something, and it's on page 1.
Yeah. That's a lot of
Yeah.
pages before page 1.
By the author's note.
Yeah, I guess it's like it must be like a very lengthy prologue, and then we get page 1.
Yeah. Although the prologue's probably about the 12,000 great reasons why he's so amazing that he wrote this book.
Yeah.
I do like how Robotnik has a very nice looking kitchen and dining area with the way that Scratch and Gran are standing there is like something out of an American sitcom.
Just missing the sitcom music.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean-
there's a bowl of fruit sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a reason for them to just throw mayo at each other.
I can't imagine Robotnik eating fruit. Then again, he did eat a banana, Sonic X, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. It's delicious banana.
Yeah, delicious banana.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
that
I
was-
never
yeah, that
imagined... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that was Sonic X. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess with Adventures of Sonic, he has a more steady diet instead of being constantly obsessed with eggs.
Indeed. Or maybe someone else
I-
will see Glowy still. Go ahead.
One thing I thought was really funny in this episode was when Robotnik is installing the servitude chips into Scratch and Grounder, he just like opens up their heads and drops it in, and you just hear this little plink noise, and then it just works. Like the servitude chips don't need to be installed in anything; they just need to be present inside of their head.
I wish I
When Robotnik was saying he's going to do the same thing to Tails, I thought, oh no, he's going to do surgery on him or something, but no, he's just getting to watch out.
That would be funny if he just
Just
dropped it
watch.
in Tills' brain, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're like, oh, I'm not that cool. What am I, Elon Musk?
Yeah, I wish...
No, he just shoves the thing in his ear. Yeah.
I wish the computer stuff was that easy. Just open up the computer the tower and just throw in the chip and just close it up again. It's like, clunk. Okay,
Yeah.
installed. There you go.
Yeah, need a better hard drive? Just chuck it in there. There, it's done.
It's clunk, done. If only.
Although I just realized putting a mind controlling chip in someone's ear was something that happened in Sonic X that one time. So
Oh yeah, the whole bit with Sonic constantly running. Yeah.
A lot of Sonic X references all of a sudden. Huh.
yeah, weird.
Yeah, how
Sonic
fitting
X
with-
references before Sonic X.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we cover the Sonic X comics.
Maybe they will constantly make Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog references. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think one bit that really made me laugh was when Scratch and Ground were on their knees going, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!" Because it made me think of Wayne and Garth when they met Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're slugs.
Indeed. Yeah. And
Also, with Sala though, it said like Grounder knows like 28 out of the 28 like skiing methods.
No, you
And
know it's
yet he-
27.
Yeah, but you said 28 during the synopsis.
Did I?
Yes. I was even going to type it in chat saying like 28. Grounder knows 28 of the 28 things, but yet he doesn't know 28.
well, he knew there were 28, but he failed what the specific one was. But yeah,
I
guess Sala made an error. Oh well.
I guess I'll have to rewatch this episode.
What the
Oh, well.
streaming to make sure that I'm just not
Yeah.
toying with you, even though I'm not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was another confusing moment. Like, the whole scene is set up like, oh, it's Sonic being clever and outwitting them, even though Sonic didn't really do anything. It's just Scratch and Grounded themselves, screwing themselves over in a way that Sonic couldn't predict. So it's such a weird episode. This episode really scripted weird.
Yeah.
When Sonic turned into a weatherman, I'm reminded of an old UK weather presenter called Michael Fish. There was a very infamous incident involving him in 1987 because there was like talks of a huge hurricane hitting the UK. So he just says, "Oh, it's okay. Tomorrow's going to be totally fine. There's no bad weather or anything." And then the worst hurricane in UK history just suddenly hit it, known as the Storm of '87.
And then you put his feet in concrete and said, Michael Fish, go swim with the fish.
wouldn't be
That's what-
surprised if we received those sort of threats.
Well,
Like,
hope
you
he
said it was
doesn't-
going to just be a light breeze.
Well, hope he just doesn't take lessons from Troy McClure about sleeping with the fishes.
Oh boy. Well, moving on.
So how about that random rabbit that was showed up just for
Yeah.
the sake of a pun? Yeah.
Just for the sake of the ski bunny joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
what like this was summer. Like this snow is not natural. It came out of nowhere. Why is she ready for skiing?
Look, she just took the wrong suitcase, and she was like all bothered about it, and then all of a sudden snow showed up, and she was like, "Yes, lucky me! I did accidentally
I can
grab the
imagine
right
her-
summer clothes."
I can imagine her going, "This is the Animal Olympics, right?"
Animal Olympics. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, especially because in the fact she was going down a slope that was going to take her off the ski jump.
Yeah.
I guess she was just that impatient and waiting for winter weather to come.
She was ready.
Yeah.
I'm done
I
with
can
the
also
summer.
imagine her being a proto version of Vanilla.
Yep.
Yeah.
She kind of reminds me more of Lola Bunny in a way. Yeah,
Plus
maybe
he's
just like the
sportsy.
design and the ski outfit looks very 90s with hot pinks and all that.
Oh, absolutely.
Hot pink and the neon green
Yeah.
and then the
Which was
bright
shiny
blue.
at the
Yeah.
time.
It's very 90s colors.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah,
90s.
more of a 80s, but you know, 80s kind of bleeds into the 90s anyway. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely remember my sister was into hot pink from like way back, like during the 90s.
Oh, there was another bit that made me laugh was when Scratch and Grunt says, "Yeah, we got Tails under control," and it just cuts to Tails staring blankly at the audience. Seconds. Like he's staring
Yeah.
into your soul.
Oh yeah. It also
Come
reminds me of
play
another.
with me.
Yeah.
I'm almost expecting him to do the toothless dance.
Instead you did the flatfoot flugie. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Seriously, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
imagine Tails doing the toothless dance? Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. Toothless dance.
Suppose if this episode was made today, he'll be doing all the Fortnite dances.
oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
But yeah,
Have
there was,
Tails get the gritty.
Oh yeah.
yeah. In fact,
I
that
think
scene
that-
with Scratch and Grounder, like tying up Sonic, that kind of reminds me of a YTP that someone did. I can't remember what it was called, but basically the whole bit was, we got you now, Hedgehog! Yeah, you're fucked!
Yeah.
Speaking of Elise being unamused,
Oh no. What?
What?
what did you think? What did you think of my Sam reference during the synopsis?
Oh, no comment.
Went over it.
Okay. Because I saw them tying Sonic up with ropes and chains, and like, oh, hey, he's Samson. He just breaks out easily too.
But he wasn't blind.
The one thing I might as well just say that I find a bit of a chuckle is that one bit of where Sonic is just looking to his left as Tails is just still waving. It's almost like Salah just breaking the fourth wall, saying like, "Hey Sonic, you know Tails is like, you know, it's like got the celebrity chip on him." Like,
Yeah, he's
oh,
right
really? I
there.
didn't notice.
Sonic, well, he's right over there.
Yeah, he's right
What are you
there.
talking about, Salah?
Yeah, I'm not Tails.
I did feel that Sonic and Tails are rather sadistic at the end, just watching Robotnik just drown under the ice.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I remind of
horrific.
a YTP where you see Robotnik crying for help and you see like the underwater drowning timer underneath.
Oh yeah, that was like an old one. Yeah, like the music plays and like it zooms in. He's just
And he has to do it for a week apparently.
Yeah. In fact, now that I look at that, saw those pictures of like Tails staring blankly. There's like 2 of them, and for some reason, like the one where his eyes are so tiny, he has his tails. But in the next pic, when Sonic's looking at Sala, his tails are suddenly gone.
Yeah. Notice that as well. It's just like, Tails?
Yeah.
Where are your tails?
Wrong way,
Yeah.
Roger.
Bring them back, Tails. Otherwise, we have to call you Miles again.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
That.
That'll break him out of
Not
his
that.
hypnosis.
Yeah.
I also found it very weird at the very end where you see Sonic and Tails skate off in the distance, but the perspective makes it look like they're skating right into the ice, and you hear a pop sound. It makes it look like they just skated out of existence.
Yeah, and then of course there's the weird deal of like Robotnik being trapped there. So like they freeze the lake, okay, but instead of like being solid ice, it's just the surface that's frozen because we see Robotnik
Yeah.
like swimming towards them.
Lucky him, or would be even more lethal. Thank goodness
Yep.
he's a cartoon.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, should we briefly talk about the irony of the Sonic Says segment?
yes, why not? Because this Friday I had a bicycle accident. My saddle was suddenly broke off. And right today, I got this Sonic Says, like, always check your bicycle, kids. And he's looking right at me. And I'm like, shut up, Sonic! He's just jealous I made IMP today instead of a Sonic cartoon.
Yeah, curse you, Europe, for not airing the Sonic Says segments.
He sabotaged my bicycle, I know it.
What, Sleet and Dingo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all Sleet Dingo.
Yeah, blame it on Sleet and Dingo. Bringing that back.
I mean, his bicycle is orange, so who knows?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a good point.
No, it's Dingo!
Never trust anything orange.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just realized.
Yeah,
Yes,
both of their bikes
Sonic-
are wrong.
I just realized that Sonic the Fighters had an 8th Chaos Emerald, which was orange.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well. It was the Sonic Underground moment all along.
Oh my
Should've-
gosh!
That explains so much. It was a hidden fighter that they deleted, sadly. Didn't have enough time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, then I think they tried bringing it back in the Fang the Hunter spin-off comic from IDW. It's like, oh, Fang believes that there's an 8th Chaos Emerald, but they can't decide. And I think by the end, they realized, like, oh, it's the Warp Topaz. That's what they were going after. It's like, well, I mean, Warp Topaz is kind of orange, so... yeah. So,
Indeed.
yeah, Dingo's the Warp Topaz the whole time. In fact, that probably explains everything. Dingo was born from the essence of the Warp Topaz.
Possible.
Yeah, well, but yeah, who knows whenever we'll get back to IDW Sonic.
I guess we should
Probably
at
when
some
we're
point.
done with the X comics.
Well, close.
Yeah,
We're
I
getting
imagine
close.
so, or
Yeah,
go back to Fleetway, because I imagine Fleetway's probably a better choice because of how shorter the stories are going to be getting.
All right. But yeah, we only have 4 issues of Sonic X left after this. And then this is really goodbye for Sonic X in our streams.
Yeah, well, there is also, well, I know there's some Sonic X chapter books, which, from what I've heard, they adapt random episodes from Season 3 for some reason.
Okay.
But I don't know, this info on that is pretty scarce, so no idea if there's any big differences between the episodes. But
Oh,
yeah,
do they do the episode with Red Pine in it? Because in that case, we have to read it. We have to get all the information on our favorite character.
I know. I'll have to look at it again. But yeah, if the novels are just like word for word adaptations of random episodes, then yeah, I think the comics are safely our final goodbye to Sonic X. But we'll see.
If the novel gives extra information, oh man, we gotta have more, all the bits of information we can get about Red Pine, don't we?
Yeah, I'm sure there's scans of it somewhere. I'll have to check the Sonic Museum that I'm part of.
Check them right now.
So desperate to talk about Red Pine again and make him run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite character.
Right. Are we done with this Sonic episode?
Well, I did kind of notice, at least with the beginning part, of how, like, very bouncy everyone seemed to be, like, in terms of the animation. It's like, all this, even though it's not like very super smooth animation, it's still like everyone's just like bouncing all over the place. Like they can't just simply just stand there just talking. They just got to literally just bounce and do over the top hand movements.
It's like
So
the Sonic Colors
I think
again.
maybe it's just because I've been working so much on that YTP that like this animation is slightly better compared to Submerged Sonic.
Alrighty.
But it's just hard to say that.
Yeah, the artwork in Submerged Sonic is definitely a lot wackier.
Yeah.
That's fitting for this show. Are we going to Sonic Submerged?
Second, I'm just uploading.
Under the Sea with Sonic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Under the
Under the
sea.
sea.
But Ewan still has to
Unfortunately,
upload
yeah.
his video, so we have to waste
Yeah.
a little more time first.
There you go.
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, it just uploaded, so... Yep, there it is.
Alrighty. YouTube's Ewan's Y2Pay for the next episode. Is everyone ready?
Why
Yep.
to pay?
Why to pay?
Why to
Why to
pay?
He's got a white to pay?
Yes.
I have a right to pay someone who.
Just be happy I didn't call it the poop this time, okay? Ewan poop for us. There you go.
Yeah, well.
That's better. Does everyone have the video? Are we ready?
Yep,
Ready.
I'm ready.
A3, A2, A1, A go.
Lower the view screen.
Funny, a submarine remarkably like our own.
Uncannily. Hey, there's a Cyclops. Hey, it's seen us.
Fire that robot and seize rockets torpedoes.
So anyway, that's the annoying thing about Saved by the Bell.
You bang them together like this, and they explode in 5 seconds. Explode? Yeah, big...
I think I burnt my finger.
Time to fire the Seaman torpedoes at the King. And fire the Seaman torpedoes at Sonic the Hedgehog and Luke.
Well, maybe we should call a road service. Can't, no road. And we're not subscribers. Subscribers, ooh.
Wow.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is more or less a story YTP. So first time
Yeah.
on screen.
Oh my god, they put
Yeah.
the Beatles in there.
I don't know, I think it's just because I saw the yellow submarine in there and I thought like, oh, yellow submarine. So I thought might as well throw that in. Unintentionally also throwing in presumably what was a reference for the opening of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, presumably based off from what happens in the yellow submarine of where the Beatles just jump through all the holes up. All
I
over
wouldn't
the
be
place.
surprised if all of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is set in Pepperland.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh,
But yeah, I
sad
also-
thing about sad thing
Yeah.
about Yellow Submarine is that I've actually never seen it. Heard about it. I've seen bits, and I know there was a time Disney wanted to remake it with those, that live action motion capture thing, but unfortunately that got canceled.
Yeah,
Blasphemy.
fortunately for many.
I don't know if it's blasphemy, because I mean, have you seen how they were going to design like Blue Meanie and all those others? It's definitely nightmare fuel compared.
No,
to
I
the
mean,
original.
it would have been if they made it, so there we go.
Yeah.
Although the actual movie's also nightmare fuel sometimes. It has a very unsettling art style sometimes.
Yeah, very trippy.
I
from
have
what
heard a
I'm saying.
rumor that they tried to adapt Lord of the Rings back in like the 70s or 80s with the Beatles involved.
Quite
I mean,
well.
they did have Limoy singing, so about Hobbit, so I guess they were already halfway there. Leonard Nimoy. Right, Shall we move on to Submerged Sonic? Deep
Yeah.
Under the Sea. And who's our lucky victim to do the synopsis today?
That would be me.
Alrighty.
So,
Double
you know,
work
since
for
I've
you.
been through this whole episode multiple times, so vaguely know what's been going on.
Yeah, I can imagine. Alright. Help us through it, Sir Ewan.
Okay. Bit rusty, but here we go. Our story begins as the camera pans from Fortress Robotnik to the ocean as underwater, Robotnik gloats about how wonderful his supreme sea-going submersible robo-sub is. After a test fire with a torpedo, Robotnik orders Scratch and Grounder to make speed for the underwater city of Labyrinth for its treasure of power pearls. Meanwhile, at the city of Labyrinth, King Saline? I always keep forgetting how that's pronounced. Anyway, I'll just say King Saline?
King Ali
King
Abubu.
Sala.
Whatever,
King
I'll just
Sala.
call
King
him what...
Sala, sure.
Yeah, King Sala. Yeah.
There we go.
King me.
Okay, King Sulla. King Sulla isn't pleased that his daughter, Princess Bubbles, has been seeing Surf, whom wants to join the fight against Robotnik, though the king scoffs at that whole response, as the evil doctor would never bother them under the sea. However, as Surf responds back to this, the king has him banished from the kingdom and uses his power pearls to zap him out of his throne room, with the princess in tow, though in the process the king gets a shock up the bum. However, at that moment outside the castle, Surf and Princess Bubbles spots Robotnik's sub smashing a hole in the glass dome and capturing the princess. Up on dry land, Tails grumbles, like a married couple in a way, at Sonic for not drying up, though the blue hedgehog gets it all done within a third of a second. He decides to cheer Tails up by going to check up on what Robotnik's up to, as it's considering how it's been quiet these past few days. There seems to be a running theme for this stream of where Robotnik has been quiet for the past couple of days. Anyways. Though on his way via the beach, they accidentally bump into Surf, who has been looking for Sonic as he explains Robotnik has been attacking the city and kidnapped the princess. With Sonic on board, they fit into Surf's three-manned pedal sub with the hedgehog's speed. The sub zips through the underwater landscape, having narrowly escaped from a patrol of Robotnik's jaw badniks that were armed with torpedoes and spears. As the sub makes its way into the city, Robotnik's sub being parked next to the dome, Scratch and Grounder eagerly want to destroy the city, but the Doctor berates them by throttling Scratch by the neck and squeezing Grounder to bits as he yells that why would he waste his energy and ammo into destroying a city when he has the king's daughter for ransom, where he'll be given the city and the power pearls in exchange, with the best part for him that Sonic won't be there to interfere. In the castle throne room, King Sulla receives a video call from Robotnik where he issues an ultimatum for the king to surrender his kingdom and all its power pearls, or else he will never see his daughter again. After frustratingly zapping the video monitor, the king has no other choice but to consider surrendering to Robotnik, though at that moment Sonic arrives with Tails and Surf to help him out, but because Surf was banished, the king has them arrested and dragged to jail. Outside the Dome City, in his sub, Robotnik is gloating that within 45 minutes he'll soon be in possession of all the power pearls that he'll use to build a giant robot army that not even Sonic can stop him. Meanwhile, down in the castle dungeon, as the three are thrown into their cell, Surf explains to the confused duo that he is in a relationship with Princess Bubbles, but the king didn't see him worthy enough. But after a soppy monologue of how much the princess means to him, it wins Sonic over to not only help get the princess back, but also making the king welcome Surf back with open arms. Sonic then proceeds to cut the door of his cell down, and they make a run for it, as Sonic encourages Surf to act like he's the one in charge, as the king notices from afar, being impressed by his determination. As the three make their way to the pedal sub that's been parked in a small parking dome of sorts, Robotnik looks at his giant countdown clock, noticing 5 minutes are left, but having enough time waiting, he orders Scratch to open fire at the city, but with Scratch not paying attention, he mistakes it to the sub being on fire, where, during the confusion with the two bots, ends up squirting Robotnik with a fire extinguisher. Yeah, sorry about that. Robotnik with the fire extinguisher. Yeah. The fire extinguisher destroyed me. They end up squirting Robotnik with the fire extinguisher foam into his command chair that then shoots him up into the roof. He eventually stops them and yells at them to open fire at the city, but as the two bandits are prepping for the attack, Grounder points out on the vid screen, much to the Doctor's distress, that Sonic the Hedgehog is in the area, although it's not clear why he's air pumping the sub, with the princess tearing up from the sight of Surf, being there to save her. Robotnik orders his robo-sub to full speed towards Sonic, where Sonic is. God, I must be very tired if I'm blundering up my words like that. Just as Sonic finished his pointless air pumping on the sub, they spot Robotnik's robo-sub charging towards them, where they make their escape, but not before Surf grabs a bag of power pearls. They escape the parking dome just in time as the torpedo destroys the parking dome, and oddly enough, they're still parked up sub. Okay. Robotnik orders Grounder to fire at the pedal sub, though after a small argument with Scratch, Grounder in haste accidentally runs over Robotnik's foot, which makes Scratch chuckle, but only to get punched across the sub by the angry Doctor, as Grounder launches a homing torpedo towards the pedal sub. Surf has an idea with using the power pearls to destroy the torpedo, and demonstrates to Sonic how to use them by hitting two of them together would cause them to explode in 5 seconds. Though Sonic yells at him to get rid of them, which he does so and successfully destroys the homing torpedo. Robotnik, annoyed by this, orders Scratch to summon his Robo-Ray. Scratch loudly whistles into the horn that sends out a powerful sonar sound, awakening the Robo-Ray as it goes in pursuit of the pedal sub. As Surf assumes they've had it, Sonic jumps into the water via the hatch in the sub, and proceeds to spin dash into the Robo-Ray's mouth and bashing it from the inside before eventually slicing it down the middle, and then returning back to the sub. Angry by this, Robotnik orders the sub to go in pursuit of the pedal sub, while ordering Scratch to raise his command chair to his viewing dome, but was sent up too quickly and hits the roof of it. Sonic, having enough of being chased, tells Surf to swing the sub around and have Tails ready with some power pearls. Robotnik sees them as attempting to ram his gloriously wonderful robo-sub and orders them to ramming speed. The king watches on from afar, being impressed by Surf, though seems unsure of the outcome. Just as the subs are about to hit each other, the pedal sub pulls up as Tails drops the activated power pearls down the hatch towards Robotnik, where the impacted explosion causes the robo-sub to split in the middle as Surf swims in to rescue Princess Bubbles. She thanks him with a kiss on the cheek as Robotnik with Scratch and Grounder sink to the bottom of the ocean. Later on outside the castle, King Sulla pardons Surf and promotes him to commander of the Royal Labyrinth Defense Force, with Princess Bubbles being so proud of him, as well as the king being like, oh. Surf asks if Sonic and Tails would be staying for the wedding, but they'll be needing to get back to dry land as Robotnik will be up to something real soon. With Sonic shaking Surf's hand, welcoming him to the Rebels Against Robotnik. Meanwhile, above the surface of the ocean on an inflatable raft, Scratch and Grounder are bickering about paddling back to shore, with Robotnik grumbling how much he hates that hedgehog as they slowly make their way back to shore. In Sonic Says, Surf shows off his diving skills but gets saved by Tails before landing in shallow water. As Sonic says, diving into shallow water won't harm a cartoon character, but it can cause real harm to real people. So why did Tails rescue him to begin with?
That's a good question.
And
Here's another question. Why does Sonic have so many dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like so many of them.
What are you using all those for?
Why do they have dishes at all?
Yeah,
Have you got a cutlery set as well?
Yeah, where'd this random cubby come from?
I'm half
Why do
assuming
they have
Sonic
shelves?
I'm just half assuming, like, no matter where Sonic and Tails go, there's always, like, they make themselves, like, these own little, like, shelving units in random places so they can just come back to it later on and be like, ah, there we go. No one's stolen our cutlery.
I think we're just gonna stick with the fan theory of Sonic and Tails constantly breaking into people's houses and whatnot.
Seeing loads
I
of
wouldn't be
plates.
surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does that, though. Like, you know, where does
Yeah.
he get all the plates and materials from? Or
Yeah.
he just basically breaks into people's houses and even steals their doors to make shelves.
So basically, Sonic's a hoarder then.
I know. I prefer the idea of them putting it all in the backpacks while they're hiking, with all the cutlery in their backpacks, all like clinking and breaking when they're running around in the mountains.
Maybe it's TARDIS logic. They just fit so many things in there.
I guess so. Yeah, that was a fun episode.
Yeah, even if the surf guy was kind of annoying. Because, he always has that stereotypical, surfer dude voice, dude. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. That's why I threw in the 90s kids reference in that one bit. It's like, so yeah, anyway, about the whole thing there, yeah. That's just all reminded me of.
I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah.
King Salad there.
Yep.
I find it strange he doesn't look as aquatic as the other characters. He just looking like some kind of goblin king.
Yeah.
Especially since he shows off his own feet. So it's like, are you even like an aqua person at this point?
I guess he's supposed to be more based on Poseidon or something. Like the more cartoony Poseidon.
And I guess Princess Bubbles is adopted then. Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not a fish person at all, and that's the reason why Labyrinth City is in a bubble.
All the fish have to live in a bubble just for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
King Sala, you're a selfish king.
Yeah.
He's hoarding all that electricity, man.
And that too. Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
Also,
Hey, go ahead, Luke.
I was going to say, when I first saw Princess Bubbles, I imagined that's what Princess Ruto could have looked like if she was in the 80s Zelda cartoon.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there were, like, that's what Zora kind of looked like, but, like, in the newer games, they established there was 2 tribe versions of Zora. You got the River Zora and the Sea Zora.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that Princess Ruto, I swear there's like some shots where it seems like the writers, or at least the artists, wanted to draw her being thick, because she's showing off a bit of those hips in some shots.
Yeah.
The only reason I was just laughing there for a moment was just the fact that, like, King Sala's head was like literally on top of Princess, as she was just looking up, like, get off my head.
Yeah. Where'd my daughter go? Yeah.
It's like, who are those 2 hedgehogs there?
Yes, because we all know Elise's true love is King Shala.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
It was the most nervous laugh I've ever heard from Elise.
She hided something.
Oh.
No, I think there's nothing hidden here.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Poor Elise, what I'm doing to her.
Anyway.
But yeah, my favorite part of this episode is definitely Robotnik just tearing Grounder apart with his bare damn hands.
Yeah. Going all Saxton Hale.
reminds me of when you guys reviewed Sonic X, and it's in the episode where they go to that wildlife resort, and in the Japanese one, when Robotnik lands the lake full of alligators, it's like originally he sent out like an electric wave, like electrocuting all the crocodiles. So in the next panel, when you see him like over the, like when he's has the hatch open, he's over them, you realize, oh yeah, he electrocuted them. But in the English dub, they cut that out. So it looks like he just beat the snot out of him with his bare hands.
Yes.
I think
That is my favorite bit of censorship in anything ever.
Yeah.
I did grab a shot of Robotnik throttling Grounder, and I was going to come up with think of a Darth Vader quote he could say, so I settled with, "Apology accepted, Grounder."
And of course the choice of picture you used. Almost like Robotnik's just hugging him. It's like, I need a hug, Grounder. No.
It caught me so off guard. He's just like holding Grounder up, and then he just bam, pieces.
He also throttled Grounder. Yeah, I was really angry that day.
Yeah.
They really like the whole military theme, doesn't it? Like it's like the whole episode was designed just so they could have like Robotnik talk like a military commander all the time. Sir, Scratch, open up the hatch. Oh, Scratch! I got their names mixed up again. Sorry.
Yeah, I think my favorite bit in this episode was it's the one where they're about ready, like, oh, got several minutes to blow up the dome, and Robotnik's like, 5 minutes remaining. Oh, what the heck? Go ahead and fire, Mr. Scratch.
Yeah, is that like
so many. Yeah.
They talk like
Sorry,
Star
just
Trek characters. Yeah, well, go
yeah.
David.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, there were so many instances I just really wanted to actually just have, like, when Robotnik says, attack, Mr. Scratch, and I'm just literally just imagining, like, you know, actually having someone attack Scratch. Like, literally just like when he says, attack Scratch!
Fire at will.
Yeah.
Well, like, fire at Scratch, and literally just Scratch just getting blown up by a grenade or something.
Actually, really loved how goofy the guard looked as he dragged Sonic down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes, I love my job.
Yeah, bit of a far cry before the underwater
Yeah,
mobile
he's
scene
way
marching.
too happy about his job.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely,
you're gonna rot in the dungeon.
yeah, this definitely predates the aquatic Mobians that we saw in Archie Sonic, or at least the ones from the new time. And compared to the two, yeah, Archie Sonic wins. So I mean, yeah, the designs are better, but especially Razor the Shark. He's definitely become one of my favorites from the timeline.
Yeah, can imagine the guard going, time to take you to the torture chamber.
Yeah,
just
I'm
wondering,
gonna
like-
punch it for you.
I mean, I was just wondering, like, is there anything going on in your head, mate?
Yeah, none at all.
He's just happy to be there. Can't you be happy for him?
He is one brain cell, and it is dedicated to dungeon.
Yeah.
There was also a very weird inconsistency where the submarine leaves the recharging station, then you see a missile going towards it, and suddenly you see the submarine back there again.
Yep, you brought it up. It's
Yeah, it's just like obviously it's an animation error, but I just kind of find it funny. It's like they realize, oh wait, I forgot something, and they just blew up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we suddenly got a random challenge. Rapunde asked us about Sonic 06, the Quest of Love. Who do we pick, Amy or Elise?
Oh dear.
Amy.
Oh dear.
Princess Elise, not our Elise.
She's already picked by Silver.
Yeah.
Well, for me, neither. I'd go with Sally Acorn.
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
The priest who asked it.
Apparently
The priest who asked it. Is that what you said?
Yep, I'll choose you.
What about you? Oh, you have chosen correctly.
Chosen wisely.
So there's no chosen poorly thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see Rhino asked me something in the comments.
Oh boy, more
Okay,
questions.
I guess it's something about asking me like compared to like the fish dudes in the episode, how do they compare to the 40 Fathom Freedom Fighters in Archie Sonic? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Honestly, I kind of go with the fish people because at least there they have a little more personality. You know, Surf's annoying voice be damned. 'Cause, I mean, the 40 Fathom Freedom Fighters are like very generic and pretty forgettable. They're more or less just Mike Gallagher's excuse for throwing in a lot of fish puns. You know, like, oh, they defeat enemies and take them to Aquatraz. Yeah, get it? But yeah, I already covered those guys on a Archie Sonic character file, so go check them out if you want to know the full story of these forgettable freedom fighters.
Alrighty, there you go.
Yeah. Did pop up something in the live streaming planning bit about how the countdown timer was only like goes up to like 20 minutes, but yet for some reason Robotnik says 45 minutes, and yet when you look at the clock, he's literally just added a red piece of paper that says 45 on it.
Oh, that's a nice detail. I didn't catch that.
Yeah. He forgot how to
That is
count.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how clocks work.
Yeah, just like how those exploding orbs work, when they go off in 5 seconds after.
Yes.
Yeah, it takes longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those weird tropes. Like, yeah, they say it takes a certain amount of time, and yet in the episode it takes longer for them to activate.
Mm. Hence why my YTP, I had it in real time.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's another Sonic X comparison. Like, you know, with the whole gun base blowing up, and they stick around for, like, talking longer.
Oh yeah, has there? I also like that when Grounder has to fire the missile. It's just a pistol in the console,
Yeah.
like an old
that was-
arcade
yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah.
With a pistol, yeah. Yeah, they can't do that anymore these days. Because, oh, guns are bad.
Oh, they have to shoot missiles in a friendlier visual way.
Yeah.
Just like push a button and there it goes. Yeah.
I feel much safer now. I didn't get a screenshot of that. Man, I gotta remember. I remember when I was a kid, the scene with the rock kind of the fish kind of horrified me when Sonic just kills it from the inside. That was really horrific. Especially since it doesn't really look that robotic. Looks like an actual fish. It's like, man, this is
Oh,
a little
yeah.
gruesome. Jeez. Chill
Yeah,
out,
I mean,
Sonic.
we do.
Yeah.
We do see the circuits inside, but yeah, design-wise, the only metallic part it has on the outside is just the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, even as a tongue and everything. I was like, man,
Yeah, I
this
was-
is gruesome. As a kid, I didn't like that scene. I was like, that poor fish.
I suppose
Yeah.
it is. I suppose it was very amusing where Scratch was told to like release the ray or something. And you think he's going to
Agree.
use the horn, but then he goes and whistles for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, just seeing how like the Robo Ray just like gets like cut in half, I ended up getting like flashbacks to that one episode from Reboot where Bob literally just slices a shark completely in half, and yet when you look on the inside, it's nothing. It's just empty.
Oh, Reboot is a computer program, so I guess they have an excuse, I suppose.
Yeah.
Who's dog
All the
is
while,
barking
the
in the
water's all red. Yeah, who's the loud one who wants?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's like
Doves.
I want to be noticed. I
I
want to be on the screen.
screen.
Notice me.
Yeah.
No dogs
Random
here.
dog. I guess you must have thrown a shoe. Oh, nope, there it goes. Yeah, throw a shoe at it. That didn't work.
Neighbors. Gotta love neighbors. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Everybody needs their good neighbours.
Neat.
Neighbor.
So yeah, so oh yeah, I guess we could briefly mention that the episode kind of references Labyrinth Zone.
Does it? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I think it kind of does in a way, but only just by name.
Yeah, like the
Oh.
kingdom is like something labyrinth or something.
Yeah, the underwater city of Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But they just don't call it zone. They just simply call it the city.
Yeah.
Alright, so, and the only piece of the labyrinth zone we get to see is the staircase where the happy fish guard to drag Sonic down. So there you go. There's a labyrinth zone in this universe.
Yeah. Oh boy, I get to do my job. Yeah.
Almost feels like the fish is just like grabbing you from the second to last level from Sonic 1 and just like, oh, don't worry, I'm taking you down to Labyrinth Zone again. No!
Oh yeah.
That explains it. Sure, let's make that canon. I like it. That's the perfect face of the guy who sent you back there.
Take him to Detroit.
No, not Labyrinth Zone Act 3. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should do that again. Like, take him down to Labyrinth Zone 3. No, not Labyrinth Free Zone. No, please, anything but that. No.
Classic. Ah, good old parody movies. Anyone excited for the new Naked Gun?
Except
Nobody.
for the what?
The new Naked Gun coming up in a couple days, weeks.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that one.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
I had no idea they're making a new Naked Gun movie.
Yeah, with Liam,
Yes.
Liam Neeson.
Oh,
Liam
they're bringing
Neeson.
him back.
Back. Was he in the old ones?
No.
No.
Oh, I guess I must have.
And they
confused
call
them.
him Frank Drebin Jr.
Yeah, he's the son of Leslie Nielsen's character.
Ah, that was it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not bringing Leslie Nielsen back. Though it'd be really cool if they did.
Well, they could with CGI, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course
Thank
everyone
you.
will make a stink about it, especially with like the AI recreation, because yeah, that all worked so well in the Flash.
Yes. Anyway, back to important things like blue adjuncts, I guess. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else about episodes? I found it kind of funny.
It's a bit strange that the guy has like his own submarine. Like, isn't he a fish person?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he still had to. He had to take quite a distance, so maybe it's his car. I mean,
And also, he needs 2 other people to use it.
that is kind of awkward. But
Yeah.
yeah, he did mention
Yeah.
it's gonna take him hours to get back home, so I guess it's like a car, so it's kind of too much
Yeah.
to swim back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, I just realized there's something we've never brought up, and that's the fact that Sonic breathes normally, underwater. He doesn't drown easily.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in every other Sonic media.
Although he was surprisingly like hesitant to help out the guy at the beginning. I thought it was a reference that he's scared of water, but it never brought up in that
No.
again.
Nope.
He doesn't want to be near
No,
the
he
surface.
just didn't like the dude.
Yeah, he just found him annoying. Yeah. Yeah, why are you
Like how
talking
it-
so slow?
Even though he didn't really talk that slow, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like the tag, which is kind of funny because Sonic is always accused of being like the '90s radical dude, and now he meets one, he immediately hates him. Just like a Sonic Boom.
Yeah, karma.
I guess so.
It is weird that there is like yet another instance of Sonic just like having a distaste for the sidekick of the episode. Because
Yeah.
first there was like Hacker, and now there's this.
He's the dude with a tude, I guess. He has an attitude, Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
And now
I find
Sonic's-
it weird how Robotnik would address Scratch and Grounder in this episode. He kept calling them like Mr. Scratch and Mr. Grounder for some reason.
Because he's really
Star
into
Trek
military
reference.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just that formal, yeah.
I thought it was like a Star Trek reference, like when Captain Cobra say Mr. Sulu and all that.
Yeah, probably.
Mr. Spock.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I got from it, yeah.
I mean, it's certainly better than Seaman Scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, funny enough, there was a very old rumour going back in the old days, 70s, in UK playgrounds when Captain Pugwash come out, and they were like, kids were going, oh, they had these characters in the cartoon one's called Seaman Staines and Roger the Cabin Boy. But no, that's not true. They are not called that in the cartoon at all.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then the conversation died.
Yeah.
So
All
Rhino
because of
keeps
Pugwash.
saying that episode reminds him of Spaceballs. Anyone agrees with that? I didn't really get that feeling myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really get much of a Spaceballs vibe from
I
this
suppose imagine Robotnik saying, keep firing, assholes!
yeah. Smoking if you got him.
But sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I have not seen Spaceballs all the way through. I've seen the opening and I've seen the ending, and for some reason I've just never watched the whole thing.
How dare you? It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
hey, they recently announced a Spaceballs too, so better late than
yeah.
never.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, Blaze
and Rick
Ronas.
Moranis agreed to come back, which is huge.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Hey, Blaze Riona.
Aaron!
Yeah, kind of cool that Rick Moranis returned. So good to see him back in the saddle again. We'll see. Hope it's better
Yeah.
than an animated show. That was really cringe.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that Rick Moranis agreed to come back is a promising sign for the script, because he does not care about acting anymore.
No.
Yeah, I think he said before that he's like very picky at what's going on, and that kind of explains why he never bothers showing up in the Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, he did do like a voice cameo for this comedy show where this kid was having a dream and he just like dreamt that he was facing against Dark Helmet, and of course, like, you know, being voiced by the original actor. So, and then explains like how he came up with like a new script, like The Search for More Money, and then he just acts out with all the Spaceball dolls that he had, like going like, and then me and the princess kiss.
Oh yeah, Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. Yeah, that joke definitely aged.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Sadly, no John Candy, so that's a miss.
Yeah,
And
or
no Joan
Dom
Rivers.
DeLuise.
No Dom DeLuise,
Yeah.
no Joan Rivers.
No,
A lot of them died since, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know Joan Rivers was in the movie.
Yeah, that's the voice of the C-3PO character. She only has the voiceover,
makes
not
sense.
the... Yeah.
Yeah, she might have been in the costume, but I don't know, I can't remember.
Nah.
Not that it matters, you never see the person inside of the costume. But,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I think it's just a voiceover. But, yeah, I think we'll talk about Spaceballs 2 when it's out, perhaps. Because I do love that movie. But not much to say about it right now, other than the animated series sucked.
Yeah, I heard of. Yeah, I remember a YouTuber called Tip of the Hat did a review on that. It's like, yeah, it's weird for like a spoof of Star Wars. You think they would have done more Star Wars things, but no, it's just let's spoof whatever popular in the 2000s.
Yeah, it's really of its age, same as all the other parody movies of the time, sadly. Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll see who goes better. Anyway, go.
I still remember, since like, I've never, as I said, I haven't seen the movie, and like I've only seen the beginning and the ending. But like all of that was after, after I was introduced to Roger's cartoons. So my first exposure to the Spaceballs the blank joke was Sonic Riders in 3 minutes, where he wrote Spaceballs the bank.
That's
I remember when I did this parody script for Roger, where it had like Darth Vader saying no in loads of different situations, and he snuck in a reference to Dark Helmet saying "Keep firing, you assholes." Do you remember that, Roger?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was a classic.
Yeah. And then of course the combing the desert gag, where they're like take these like giant oversized combs and are combing the desert. It's like, oh, found anything? No. Found anything? No. Found anything? We ain't found shit.
Yeah. Thanks, Tuvok.
Yeah, the actor's like, seriously, I've done all of these like well-known Star Trek roles and such, but yet the only thing I'm most remembered for is being that one random dude in the desert. Space found shit.
Yeah.
Poor actors. You never know what's gonna make you famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big and big popular role with big importance to the story is everything, or it's just for the sake of memes.
Hey, man, I mean, there's worse things than being well known for a funny guy in a Mel Brooks movie. So if that's the worst that happens to you, it's an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an honor.
And now, so just again, I'm just looking at Salo. He's now just pointing at Surfs like, "Where were you on the day of yesterday?"
Where were you on the night of the 24th?
Eva Lucas joining in. He's very upset.
Yes. He's
Good
upset
cup,
with his
bad
fins. He's like, "Get your feet off the floor."
He has 3 flippers. I don't like him.
Wow, Luke racist against 3 flippers.
Like how there's a fish walking around, whether if it's an underwater area or not.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't swim.
Hell yeah. I think I remember I know there's a character in Archie Sonic that was something like that. It was, Celia's seal, where despite being a seal, she can somehow stand upright.
They gotta do something, I guess. But yeah, it is kind of funny, though. One of the only times you see like Princess Bubbles in water, she's actually in danger. So she's safer outside of the water, weirdly enough, for a fish. Oh well. Wacky cartoons. Guess the scriptwriter didn't to consider it. Shall we move on to the Sonic X comics?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the Sonic X comics.
Indeed.
Yes, being as I'm doing the synopsis for this particular issue, I've made a very special intro for it because it reminded me of a very old UK animated series.
You did indeed, you did. Does everyone have the link? Did you put it on?
It's in live stream planning.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, yeah,
Alrighty.
there it,
The pin?
well, that's what I found.
It is not pinned, but it's.
No, I didn't. I forgot to pin it. My bad. Hold on, I'll pin it quickly. Pin, where are you? Pin. There you are. Oh yeah, pin it. There we go. I just pinned it.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, so you're about to get treated by an animation Luke made, kind of. So it's a special occasion. So, are you folks ready?
Ready.
Yep.
Take that as yes, alright. Then, a 3, A2, A1, A go. And there you have it. Applause for Sir Luke.
Yeah, I did try to keep it as true as possible to the original intro, but it's not that perfect. It's just that it reminded me of a very old UK animated series called Mr. Ben, which involves this commuter called Mr. Ben. I don't know if he ever goes to work or anything, but every day he goes to this costume shop where, as if by magic, the shopkeeper appears. Mr. Ben wears a random costume. He goes into the changing room and he goes into a magical adventure or something, and at the end the shopkeeper goes and brings him back. Although I don't know if he actually goes on an adventure or he just stands there staring at the mirror and just uses his imagination or something. Yeah. Or the shopkeeper, supplies him something to get into the magical world.
Probably. Maybe the room he goes in is like, like second-hand smoking of weed and such, or other sort of powerful drugs that would just make him go trippy. He's like, ooh, and then he just gets dragged out, and then he comes to again. It's like, well, that was a nice adventure.
Yeah,
like nothing's happened.
Yeah, I suppose if it ever gets brought back for today, I could probably imagine him like cosplaying as Hatsune Miku. I mean, also funny, and also there's a character in the Beano called Les Pretend, where every issue he would like to dress up as something.
All right. Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben.
That's if I look for it, I only get Mr. Bean everywhere. I mean, that's also a British animated show, but not the one you meant.
Yeah, Mr. Ben.
Oh well, I'll believe you. But you're a British.
Yeah, B-E-double-N.
Oh, 2 N's. That's the way I screwed it up. There we go. Ah, yes, that looks horrifically British. Reminds you of Postman Pat and all that. Postman Pat. Alrighty.
Okay, so let me begin with the synopsis.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Listen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Cracking the Eggman. We start our story with Scarlett Garcia reporting that Station Square is under attack by cosplayers wearing a huge moustache, including a pirate, a cowboy, an astronaut, and a swimmer. Scarlett interviews Team Chaotix, who are on the case. Vector believes it's robbers, mainly costumed quadruplets. Espio believes it's a career counselor who's trying to promote various jobs. Charmy thinks it's Dr. Eggman cosplaying for some reason. As Chris and Sonic are watching the news, Sonic decides to investigate, knocking Chris off the sofa. Sonic goes to Eggman's base to see what's going on, only to be stopped by a Viking longboat commanded by the Viking raider Eggman the Terrible, with a really bad Norwegian accent. Sonic bounces on Eggman the Terrible's sword, which turns out to be rubber. The Viking decides to make a hasty retreat and launches himself with a catapult. Sonic continues on to Eggman's base, and then, as if by magic, he gets attacked by a cannonball. The ruthless pirate Bad Egg Roberts appears on his boat, armed with a cannon. Sonic challenges the pirate by smashing through the boat. Bad Egg Roberts jumps on into the cannon that is promoted to captain and fires himself. Sonic is almost at the base, but he is now suddenly stopped by the mysterious ninja Egg Hayabusa, or the Silent Wind of Doom. The Silent Wind of Doom. Sonic is unimpressed by his ninja techniques and his Robot Katana, so he uses his secret technique and punts the ninja up the arse. The mysterious ninja uses a smoke bomb to disappear. Sonic enters the base and finds Deco, Boko, and Boken hiding behind some scrap metal. The robots jump on Sonic and hug him as they need his help, as Eggman has gone sugar crazy. He ate sweets for breakfast and got a sugar rush. Apparently, when Eggman became El Gran Gordo again, Boken wants to be the villainous cape again and made Eggman eat sweets, which turned him into the ultimate cosplayer. The robot suggested the best course of action is to hide and wait it out until Eggman's sugar rush burns off, which will be about 2 days. Sonic doesn't want to wait that long, as he wants to end it now. The robots warn him that they can't fight Eggman as he is, but Sonic has a plan. Sonic is then stopped by Sir Egg-a-Lot, which is the closest you'll still see Eggman in Sonic and the Black Knight, and this time he has Excalibur. Sonic crashes through the roof, which the Fat Knight follows. Sir Egg-a-Lot then crashes on the ground Looney Tunes style. Sonic challenges the Knight to a game, but only he decides what to play. Sonic decides to play cowboys, so Eggman rushes up to the stairs of his base to his massive costume collection that rivals a Scooby-Doo villain to change into a cowboy. However, Sonic keeps changing his mind. This makes Eggman change to a Native American, an astronaut, a ringmaster, a prisoner, an artist, Ebenezer Scrooge, El Gran Gordo, a mechanic, an Elvis impersonator, Father Christmas, and Count Dracula. Not to mention Billis Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Sonic continues to keep changing costumes, including a leprechaun, Bob the Builder, and for some reason a fursuit and a Chris Thorndike costume. Eggman dresses up in so many costumes he gets confused and collapses. Eggman returns to his senses and remembers everything, unfortunately. Sonic tells Eggman he needs to eat a more healthy breakfast and lay off the Pop-Tarts and Lucky Charms. Then, unfortunately, the Chaotix turn up. Vector believes it can't be Eggman as the culprit as he's too busy fighting Sonic and is not wearing any of the costumes matching the perpetrators. So they are still on the quadruplets that are career counselors theory. Sonic goes home to have a popsicle with Sonic, and our story ends with Eggman the chef ready to conquer the kitchen with some tasty meals. The end.
So this whole episode was a Sonic says after all.
Yeah.
I really liked this issue because it's very simplistic. It's not too wordy. It's a very simple story to follow, and I do find it very hilarious.
Yeah, and surprisingly, we get some callbacks to past issue. Robotnik's artist disguise and the circus outfit.
Yeah, I like that.
El Gran Gordo.
And the mechanic was
mechanic.
from that one as well.
Yep, and the Elvis one, even though that only appeared on a cover. But yeah.
I find it kind of funny. He always has the exact same pose in every.
Yeah.
It's such a weird gag, but it kind of works for some reason.
Yeah, it comes up with that scene in The Simpsons where Bart has a car and they're driving and they go, "Oh, can we have this?" Sure, and they just magically have it.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Can we pick up that hitchhiker? Sure.
Let's
be cowboys. Okay.
Yeah, like reading through this comic, this kind of feels more like I don't know, like the safest or I guess kid-friendly Sonic X themed story I could think of. It's just Robotnik's just high on sugar and just being wacky and you know, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole deal. The whole episode is just Robotnik changing costumes.
Actually, I don't agree. This is a horror story for kids because the moral of the story is don't eat sugar too much. That's a horrific conclusion to get to.
Well, it's mainly like don't eat anything too sugary for breakfast.
Oh, but I can't eat it for lunch. Okay, now that's okay. I want my millions of Pop-Tarts for lunch.
Yeah. Once again, like, so with the return of El Gran Gordo for exactly one frame. First off, Sonic has no one to blame for that but himself because he said, "Let's wrestle."
Yeah.
But also, he's just like, why is he so pissed? Why does he hate Elgron Gordo so much?
He hates
It
Eggman
does
getting all
not
the
make
fun and glory.
Yeah,
I guess so.
there's no other explanation than he just hates seeing Eggman have fun.
Yeah.
But villains having fun? Never!
Yeah.
Like, but before we started reading these comics, Elgron Gordo was just like a neat concept to me. Now I'm like genuinely invested in Elgron Gordo. I want Eggman to be happy. Let him have this.
Yeah, like, you know, he genuinely likes the thrill of the ring and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's wrestling, and isn't much better if Robotnik just keeps terrorizing the world instead. That's much safer. Instead of him having fun with wrestling.
It's an interesting compromise as well, because like Eggman has like the potential to be a redeemed villain, except for like status quo would never allow that. This is like a good compromise. He's like, he can be a hero in the ring and then go back to being a villain.
Yeah.
Just let him have this.
Or hey, maybe he does like wrestling in his spare time. Like he just makes a robot specifically so he can put on his attire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and builds like robots in the crowds that cheer for him, like, yay! We live in the glory days.
Robot cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Robotnik just needs
like
to find a sport that Chris isn't watching, so he can participate in that sport, and they never
And
find
Sonic
out.
will never find out.
I do like the shot of when you see Robotnik changing in his costume room, and you see all the neat little references like to Star Trek, the Three Stooges, and the Marx Brothers.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that. That's great.
Oh, I didn't notice that either. Like, where was that?
In the wig area.
Oh, yeah, now I've seen it. Yeah, the Three
Yeah.
Stooges there.
Larry Curly and Mo wigs. What the heck is a curly wig?
Yeah, it's a bald cap.
He's just got an empty mannequin head.
Yeah. No, maybe it's a bald cap.
Well,
Despite
the
him
thing is,
always-
Eggman's head doesn't have those little dots.
Oh yeah, little patches or
Well,
whatnot. Buzz
Sure,
cut.
because Curly wasn't actually bald. He just shaved his head. But like, even so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely did not notice those. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, like they said, the artist sure had a lot of fun with this one.
Oh, I just randomly remembered looking at this panel. Roger, can we go back to the thumbnail for a second?
Yes, just a moment. Yep.
Before I forget, I left a tiny Easter egg in the thumbnail. So if you could zoom in on Eggman's left arm, the one that's like closest to the camera. And I drew like, so he's got like leg hair, but on his arm hair, I intentionally I wrote XCVII, which is 97 in Roman numerals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Those little Easter eggs, yeah.
Referencing
Just a
Dissected
bit.
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just throwing out random lines, and I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like Roman numerals. Wait a second. I Google the Roman numeral for 97, and I'm like, okay, yep, doing this.
That's pretty cool. I did not notice. No. All right.
Yep.
Always one of those little things you try and edge people towards just to notice.
Poor Ewan
So I
knows
don't
all
know-
about it. Putting
Yeah,
Easter eggs
like-
so nobody notices.
Yeah, like Dingo using like the robot duplicate babies as earplugs.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, man.
I do find the Chaotix a bit funny here. Like they're acting very incompetent here, apart from Charmy, who believes it to be Eggman running around in costume. But it's like, no, it's definitely quadruplets.
I felt so bad for Charmy, because like they get there and like, nope, obviously it can't be him. He's been busy with Sonic. And Charmy looks so dejected.
Poor Charmy. The
Poor
few times
Charmy.
he's actually right. Yeah.
Never gets any respect.
Yeah, because I think Vector's like on the same mindset as Chief Wiggum in a way.
Yeah, pretty much. That explains why he showed up as Sonic Boom, since they were making it resemble Sonic Boom a lot. It's like, yes, we need a Chief Wiggum. Get Vector in there. Detective Vector.
God, that was still weird to me. Is that Sonic Boom just introduced Vector out of nowhere, and then like Sonic Dash 2, the Sonic Boom Dash spinoff, added Vector to the game like years after the game was like done updating.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, we got a Boom Vector.
Yeah, that update like came out of nowhere. Like that was around the time when Boom was already like done and over with, and Sega didn't want anything to do with it.
It's like one last bone for the doggies.
But yeah, Victor shows up in Sonic Boom. The next episode, yep, show's canceled.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Vector bullet took it out of its misery.
But I say good on Vector for canceling the show.
Find that shot of Chris at the end of the issue rather creepy as he eats his popsicle, like he's some kind of cold dead mannequin.
Oh yeah, with Chris just it looks like his teeth are closed. I can't open my mouth.
He's just staring off into nothingness.
Yeah. Yeah. What exactly is in that popsicle? Illegal drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the? Oh my god.
It's frozen nitrogen.
What's the lemon sugar drop or whatever?
Oh yeah, the lemon sunflower drop something.
Yeah.
The not so subtle reference to LSD in Nazi Sonic. Oh, wait, lemon sun drop dandelion. That's what it's called.
it.
Yeah, that stupid name.
Oh, I also love the panel where Robotnik falls off the tower in his suit of armor, because it's like something out of that Looney Tunes episode with Yosemite Sam as a knight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially to see him just run out there and just shout like, "Have at you!" and then just, like fall to his demise.
All of his dialogue in this page is just freaking hilarious to me. How about you? Alax! He just seem a little hyper. You want to play a game? Verily.
Yeah, which I guess we could thank Ian Flynn for all funny dialogue.
Of course.
Hey,
Back when he had creative
works.
freedom for Sega time there. NDA on him. Yeah.
Poor Ian Flynn. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun. I love that fall pose. Yeah,
Also, Robotnik might be a closet furry.
Yeah, did he have furry outfits?
He had a raccoon fur
suit. Yeah.
Oh right, that's true. Yeah, he did. And it disturbs
That one
his
apparently
robots.
disturbed. Yeah.
They're not pro,
but not as
furries.
much as the Chris was.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They hate furries and they hate cosplayers. How not nice.
No, they just hate Chris in general.
I
mean, it's
I
like
was gonna
Robotnik-
do something with that Chris Robotnik, but I just didn't have time for the streams. I've just been doing so much overtime at work. I was gonna make a joke of all jokes, but oh well.
But yeah,
Sorry, man.
Just wondering, like, why he's got like a Chris costume, unless he was actually hoping to infiltrate, the Thorndike mansion and pass himself off as Chris.
It would be funny.
I thought he so he could get all the love from Sonic.
Oh no.
Maybe he
Melty,
watched.
don't you dare.
Maybe he watched the show ahead of time and watched like Vanilla gave older Chris like his old clothes, and they never explained where they came from. It's like, brilliant!
Oh my
I'll
God.
steal his clothes. Yeah. Yeah, unless it's the Japanese version, where that version gave a little more context to that scene.
Hey.
Speaking of Chris and looking funny in this comic, in that like third page or whatever, where Chris and Sonic are on the sofa.
Mm-hmm.
When Sonic like runs away and like Chris gets tossed off the sofa, he looks very pleased with it.
Back off the sofa.
Yeah, woohoo!
And here I am being like, "Stop having fun, Chris."
yeah.
I want to see you suffer.
Well, the wood surfer in the next panel when he lands, I assume. Alas, you don't get to
Off
see
panel.
that.
I know.
Just
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
Chris in the same pose as Robotnik is after he falls from the tower. Also going,
Chris
alright,
lands on the
alas.
coffee table and like breaks his spine.
Nah, he
Yeah.
bangs his head. That's why he's like having that dead-eyed smile look on his face.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah,
end, he
banged his
banged his
head. Yeah,
head.
that's why. And that's why.
Oh,
He's numb
we
with all
don't
the
see him throughout
painkillers.
most of the story. He's unconscious. Yeah.
He's numb by all the painkillers. They're happy now. Poor Chris. Gets no respect. Alright, are we done with this comic?
yeah.
Ending
Yeah, I
on
think
this
so.
beautiful panel of Eggman finally having his diet. Ah,
Chef Eggman. Yeah.
Chef Eggman indeed. And then we move on to a cover with very realistic animals looking kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Definitely the strangest cover. It's like, oh yeah, there's Sonic and there's Man and a shit ton of realistic animals. Yeah.
Kind of horrific.
And even Sonic
yeah.
and Eggman have a disturbing amount of detail put into them.
Oh yeah, with the mouths and everything.
Yeah.
Pretty intense cover, yeah.
Especially with the dog licking Eggman's ear, and though in the Sonic X version of Eggman doesn't have any ears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is very interesting, yeah. Don't want to think about that. Alright, time for the synopsis of Gee, how do you pronounce that? Pedastrophe?
I thought it's pronounced P-testrophe.
Pedastrophe.
No, I think it's
Pedastrophe.
catastrophic or some. No, not
Catastrophic,
catastrophic.
pedastrophic.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe,
No,
there we go.
catastrophe. That's what it is.
Catastrophe. Ah, those puns. Alrighty then, my turn for the synopsis. Let's see if I don't trip over myself. I'm kind of cheating and using some edited version of the comics to make it myself a little easier. Alright, here we go. So, in this exciting episode, we'll find out who Chris' personal rival is. It's Milan, the rich girl in town. Well, all of them are rich, but she's richier, I guess. Who's so hated that Helen dyed her hair brown to resemble Milan less. So, that's quite intense. So, she's calling Chris and friends losers for taking her table. Our heroes immediately walk out to save themselves a fight, just to walk straight into Dr. Eggman's latest plan, to steal Milan's limousine. Firing missiles at random civilians in the street to distract Sonic, Eggman grabs the car and flies off. Interestingly enough, we never find out there was a chauffeur for that limousine, so making me wonder if Milan can drive around herself. I mean, we've seen Chris do worse, so who knows. Either way, after finishing their meal at the ice cream parlor, Chris and friends immediately head to the mall to have another fast food meal at Taco Town. Food fit for a king and a president. Milan comes back again, making up for the screen time she never had before in the previous adventures, so she can be the proper villain in this one. Realizing that she might have been a little considered too likable in the previous scene for yelling at Chris, she makes sure to yell at Danny and Sonic as well, so now we can really properly hate her. She mentions there's a pet competition coming up, and she intends to win it, because there's a wonderful Gale's Emeralds waiting as the prize for some reason. So she bought the best breed dog she could find to win. Meanwhile, Robotnik reveals that he needed to steal the limousine because there's an amazing world-conquering device inside of the engine of the limousine for some reason, because of course there is. Why not? However, Eggman requires a Gale's Emerald for that machine to work, and won't you know it, that's exactly the prize to win at the Station Square Pet Show. Eggman decides also to cheat and turn Bakun into an adorable cat. And off they go. Back to Chris. Upset by Milan cheating by just buying up a pre-trained dog, Chris also decides to cheat by entering Sonic in as a pet. Sonic happily agrees to this as he never backs down from a challenge, implying that he considers being a pet a challenge. All you need to do is eat and sleep to be a pet, Sonic. Nevertheless, challenge accepted. That Saturday, the pet show is on. Sonic gets to see what a real hedgehog looks like and is immediately confused. Worried that a fat loser nerd called Roger would go on a rant about how Sonic's obviously not a real hedgehog but an alien being, and pondering whether a hedgehog is just a random surname he has or not meant to mean anything since he's obviously a different biological creature than Moby, and biologists just happen to give the same name as our Earth biologist has given to regular hedgehogs, our heroes quickly ignore this matter and continue with their heroic cheating. Cream is offended by the concept of pets, considering this animal slavery. After all, her pet Cheese is not a pet, it's a friend. However, any discussions about sentience and Cream's rising desire to unleash all Earth's animals from their human masters is interrupted as the more important problems are presented. Milan being snooty. Eggman comes in, revealing his Bokun catsuit, and our hero's heroic mission to outcheat the villains is off. So our exciting cheating commences as the pet judges go through all the pet's abilities that everyone brought in. Chris looks mighty proud and self-satisfied as he ignores all the legit questions the judges are asking about Sonic, since he obviously has no knowledge or understanding of his own pet. Checking the pet's resolve to obey orders, one of the many competitions missions they have, Eggman orders Boku not to destroy the entire building, and indeed an impressive feat. And Chris orders Sonic to beat the shit out of the other competitors because he figured he wasn't cheating hard enough as it is. So Sonic immediately starts beating up Robotnik, causing a lot of havoc. Fight breaks out, all the animals get loose, and immediately start attacking all the people in the building. Cream, quickly learning this is why we let our pets stay in our cages, jumps into action and unleashes her amazing Amazonian beast scream to send all the dogs flying, saving the judges from this animal violence. Sonic returns all the pets back to their owners. The judges aren't impressed and immediately disqualify Sonic and Eggman for causing this fight, and also disqualify Milan for being upset that everyone was being attacked, I suppose. I don't know. Instead, they reveal that the most important skill a pet has to have is to be personally relevant to the judges themselves, so they have Cheese win the competition for saving the judges, even though Cheese wasn't even in the competition. Quivering and in silent rage for considering Cheese a pet, despite her earlier ranting that Cheese wasn't, it's a friend, she immediately donates her Chaos Emerald to the Station Square Society of Protection of Animals, an organization she randomly knows all about suddenly. She can just barely manage to conceal her evil laughter as she knows that giving a Gale's Emerald to civilians is a disaster waiting to happen, as evil space monster Dr. Eggman will probably attack this facility soon enough to retrieve the Gale's Emeralds again. Speaking of pets, it seems the dog ate the scriptwriter's homework as the final page suddenly doesn't have any real dialogue anymore, and the writer quickly just puts in a bunch of references to Pinky the Brain and The Simpsons in the text balloons, indeed. The end.
Now let's all go out for some frosty chocolate milkshakes.
Indeed. Homer Simpson would be proud.
I may not know my Cream lore, but is she known for having that ability?
No.
No, this is the only. Yeah, this is the only time Cream does this weird Fusrota. Yeah.
Imagine she did that in the game. She would decimate everything.
Yeah, instead of just like.
She doesn't need to. She's got Cheese.
She can already decimate everyone.
Overpowered.
Yeah, she has Cheese doing all the work.
Like, imagine if she did that in Sonic Heroes, just like scream at all the robots and they get exploded.
Well, she doesn't because then Amy and Big would also die, so that's why she had to restrain herself.
Yeah. She's holding back.
She's only
Which
showing
is,
5% of her powers.
Kind of fitting actually, because like Big is also holding back all the time, and
Sure.
like
Oh yeah.
Amy is holding back all the time. Team Rose is secretly overpowered.
They're psychopaths waiting to explode.
Yeah.
Also, there's a little mistake in the second to last page, where the judge is awarding Cream with the Chaos Emerald, and when she calls Cheese Cream's pet, Cream says, "Oh, but Cream isn't."
Yeah, that was confusing.
Oh, yep, script error. Yeah, it's just like that one moment in 92. Cream was talking about like, oh, I miss, during the Metal Virus arc, and tries to stop Whisper from shooting, and she's like, oh no, I miss Cheese and my mom and Cream. It's like, wait, she refers to herself? What?
Cream.
So it's an impersonator all along. Dun dun dun.
Maybe she talks in the third person.
Indeed.
But yeah, with this comic, I was quite surprised with the whole bit with Cream, like, that whole bit's like, oh no, Cheese isn't a bit, he's my best friend. And I'm like, surprisingly they took a page out of the Japanese version. One scene that's only in the Japanese version. It was the scene with like Sonic in the game getting passports and whatnot.
Fair enough. Although it makes sense for Cream to be like that, I suppose.
I also find it funny that these people can find Chaos Emeralds from absolutely anywhere, just hand them out as prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, find one in your local cereal box.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits with Sonic Adventure where a casino randomly had one, so it's not like wrong, but it is amusing. Yes. I do find it.
Yeah, buy our Chaos Emerald cereal, and if you send us enough box tops, you get a free Chaos Emerald.
That's why I find it funny that Cream donates it to like a charity too, because the charity's going to be in trouble very soon.
Yeah, and like Sonic and the others don't care. It's like, oh, we need those Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, just donate it. At least he gets a hug. Yeah, Cream deserves all the hugs.
Indeed, she does.
Also, the ice cream parlor they go to at the beginning of the comic is the same one Deco and Boko worked at in that one issue, and their pictures are hung up on the wall.
Oh, that's a cool detail.
Oh yeah,
And all,
they're probably
and
like
also,
yeah.
Their band. When we were talking about that issue, I pointed out that the guy who runs the chocolate shop looks like Pop Tate from the proper Archie comics, and in this one they actually do refer to him as Pop. So,
Yeah.
I guess Sonic X takes place in the actual Archie universe.
There we go. But then again, Pop is like a generic name for these people. I mean, Johnny Bravo also had a Pop, so I guess it's just a cliche.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, referring to his name caused some weird side effects, like Helen going brunette all of a sudden, and Francis now wearing green suspenders for some reason.
Well, I mean, he can wear different clothes, but yeah, the hair is weird. I mean, the Sonic X comics constantly have like coloring problems with poor Ella constantly being whitewashed and all that.
Yeah,
Danny a couple of times.
Yep, and no surprise, the coloring artist for this story is Jason Jensen, kind of known for the occasional coloring errors.
Whoops. I guess Helen's really just embarrassed to be close with Milan, I suppose.
Aw.
Yeah. The only reason.
Let's just go with
Ah,
that.
well. Yeah. She's still best Sonic X character.
She is, and it's
Yes.
nice. She finally gets a part. It's kind of nice. Like, even though we constantly make fun of Chris, I do kind of like we get an episode kind of like focusing on his daily life a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't end up adding any elements of this story into the thumbnail, but I had a few ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Before I came up with the idea of Eggman skiing, I had the idea of Helen skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a wheelchair on skis felt a little insensitive, so I ditched that idea. And I was also thinking of having Milan like taking a selfie in front of the frozen surf.
Yeah,
But I just didn't feel like drawing her.
Well, I'm more shocked you didn't do anything with the hedgehog, because, like, the panel with
Yeah.
Sonic reacting to a real-life hedgehog, that's kind of a well-known meme, and
Yeah, it
basically
is.
the only reason anyone knows about this Sonic X comic is just for this one panel.
Yep. Where are its sneakers and gloves?
Yeah.
I did also think about that, but I couldn't figure out what to do with it.
I know, maybe you
You
should have...
can give the realistic hedgehog skis. Yeah.
I know, I was gonna say, maybe you could have just included, like, Helen on her wheelchair on skis, but then just, like, have her being, like, a big show-off, like, you know, she's the best character, so she can... does it flawlessly, but compared to Eggman, he's literally just, like, head first. No.
Oh yeah, like she's on like a podium thing. He's like, oh yeah, first prize for best skier. It's Helen. Yay! 'Cause she's best
And
skier.
people are
Helen.
watching, like, ah!
Oh man.
I've been wondering if Milan is supposed to be a reference to, like, Lindsay Lohan or Paris Hilton.
That's
Or
a
Britney
good
Spears.
question. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a mean girl.
Da 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 da.
Wow.
And she has a Hollywood Chihuahua.
Yeah. A Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Beverly Hills, that was it. Sorry, got my Chihuahuas wrong. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Well, and there's your movie references. Anything else?
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, how about Bo Koon in that cat costume?
Looks surprisingly cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
and we Roger, you did not mention what kind of breed of cat Bokun is supposedly is.
Oh, right, yeah, we got a Mobian reference. Oh, my goodness. Mobian mole cat.
So yeah,
Mobian mole cat.
surprisingly a regular Archie Sonic reference, because in that series they refer to the anthro characters as Mobians, because they live on Mobius.
Yeah.
And to be fair, in Sonic X, they are coming from a different place, so they don't have the excuse.
Yeah, it's never established that the planet is called Mobius, but
might as well.
that is a nice little reference. They never say it's not Mobius.
That's true.
But I still call it Mobius, no matter what the fuck Sega says. He's like, fuck you, say it's not Sonic's World, it's Mobius, damn it.
Yeah, if you don't want Mobius, at least give it a proper alternative name. Just don't call it nothing, or just Sonic's World.
Yeah, just give us a more unique name and not something generic, just like, oh, Sonic's World.
But that's a rant for another day, I guess.
In the game canon, it's just called Earth.
Which is also fine, because in the games they don't come from a different dimension. Like, I'm fine with that. It doesn't have to be Mobius, but just give it a name.
Yeah.
Don't make it Sonic's World.
Damn it.
I did find it amusing with Eggman telling Boken, right, don't hurt anyone, and the judge's like, he didn't move. And Eggman says, well, he didn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, he followed his orders to the letter. I love that.
That is a good point.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that's kind of surprising. Like, yeah, we kind of talked about how Sonic was being a dick to Robotnik with the whole El Gran Gordo thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, in some ways he is kind of a dick here in this story. He just quickly ties up Robotnik even though he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, like, what was Chris expecting Sonic to do? Save the world, Sonic! It's not in danger!
Yeah.
Just run off to Africa and feed some kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Except on the judges wouldn't even see what happened, but yeah.
Also, I think the commentators at the event, kind of look like Regis and Kelly, maybe?
There has to be a reference of something, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a reference to something.
They look too detailed not to be a reference, but don't ask me what. Some game show host, I guess.
Yeah.
I do find it funny that in the panel where, like, Sonic is saving all the animals, when he's holding the fish bowl, it looks like he's trying to put the fish in his mouth.
Yeah. He's, like, screaming.
I did not notice that. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Like in that episode of Mr. Bean where he won a goldfish in a bag, but the bag broke, so he had to put the fish in his mouth.
Oh, God.
Classic, yeah. Was that from a cartoon or the live action?
It was live action. It was
Oh.
where he was at the fun fair and he has to look after a baby.
Oh, that one, right? Yeah. Right. Are we done?
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I do like the. I mean,
Yeah,
I do kind of like the trope where, like, you got all the main characters into a competition, then they all don't win, and the prize goes to this other person who didn't take part but did something special to help the judges or something.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, of course, because Cream is best Sonic character. Yeah.
As he finally gets another prize.
Yeah, she a good girl. Yeah.
Speaking of Cream, actually, we got there was that new trailer for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds where they showed off customization, and there was a little bit of gameplay of Cream. Her voice sounds different. She sounds older now,
Oh, all right.
which is
Ah.
So it's
Yeah.
not as high pitched as it used to be.
yeah.
I don't know. I assume it's the same voice actress as before, but I feel like at this point she's probably forgotten how to voice Cream because it's been
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, first she had trouble with Sonic Dream Team, and then Crossworld, she's just like, fuck it, I'm just doing it for the paycheck.
Fuck it, she's preteen now.
Well, I mean, then again, ever since Sonic Adventure, the games have always been cursed of having bad voice directing.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Oh well. And hey, maybe she's just gotten older. Maybe she's hitting puberty. I mean, she's getting on with age. I
I
guess.
believe Roger, you made the joke that they aged her up so she could get her driver's license.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the excuse
Well,
for
yeah,
why she
what's
wasn't
got-
there last time? She didn't have a driver's license, so
And then yeah, if they like suddenly bring in Charm, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, we aged him up too. Yeah, he's back to his teenage years, like we established in the American side of Knuckles Chaotix.
He went to therapy. I love how that laugh started off so genuine and then turned to pain.
Because I'm the only one in this stream that gets the reference. Yeah. Yeah,
always...
Archie Sonic reference. Yeah.
Well, I guess we're finished for today. My brain is up. Didn't Melty Man want to say something that he was saving for last or something?
Oh, right, yeah, just a quick plug or announcement. But yeah, so been doing some work on Archie Sonic character files. So the one that's working on right now is me and Ewan are gonna do a co-op episode for the first time, and so yeah, we're gonna be covering the E series robots. So I already gave Gamma and Omega their own standalone episode, so I figured I would just plow through the rest in one episode because there's really not much to say about these exclusive E100 robots and a few others.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Definitely a lot more experimenting, because like last time I tried to be a lot more like interacting with Sala's responses and comments, and so yeah, this time we're gonna try and do that and give Ewan a chance to describe the story. Because yeah, pretty much 90% of these robots are just one-shot characters, so not much to go on. There's a story.
Boring characters, you need the boring commentary. Sorry, Ewan. Yeah.
I was just basically trying to draw up a thing, like helping out with one or two drawings of some of the bots that you can't normally see clearly. So, in one case with the E105 army bots, because of how different they look.
He did.
Even though you can see them, but yet they're just like always doing the same sort of thing. They're just standing straight ahead of the camera and barely doing anything. So
yeah, they're definitely they're definitely the weirdest robots in Archie Sonic.
Yeah, I've only done the line art of it, but I popped up in the art gallery.
But most of them are just cannon fodder, I guess. Something for Sonic to fight.
So yes, the E105 army, not to be confused with who only got like a very tiny cameo in the Sonic Adventure adaptation.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I imagine there's definitely going to be a lot of things that briefly talk about the IDW's way of handling some of the robots, because let's just say when they did their own version of 106 Ida, I'm just like, oh boy, they just lazily gave us a lazy recolor of Zero. Screw that. Nothing will ever replace my beloved Steampunk Omega from Archie Sonic.
Sadly, now they have to get permission from Sonic Team if they want to change any designs.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll save that for whenever me and you get more on the script. Yeah.
All right. Good luck with that.
Did you want to like briefly talk about Beefy Wellington, Roger?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Luke, go ahead.
Yes, the new IMP episode is out based on the Newman Olympics, isn't it?
Yeah, like a weird arcade game.
Yeah, I waited years for that because I think I must have done the lines like years ago or something. I remember asking for Beefy Wellington to resemble Dr. Livsley and Nigel Thornberry to make him look extra British.
Oh yeah, I'll have to get around to watching that. But yes, rejoice everyone in the comments. IMP is back from the dead.
Yep. For half an episode.
Hooray!
Yeah, I've been working on it for more than a year, but I kept like delaying it to make a Sonic cartoon quickly first. So
yeah, just
finally finished.
Pushing it to one side just to get other stuff done.
I also started.
I would like. It's in the art gallery. I like to show off this gnome that I've been painting over the last week because I was having my front driveway redone. I thought, oh, I might add a gnome to it. So I took a paint your own gnome and I painted him to resemble Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe. So like I bought some party horns online, and I didn't take into account how huge they would be. But I just felt they make him look even more awesome. In fact, he looks so awesome. I decided not to leave him outside and just keep him indoors for display. And besides, he'll get damaged by the elements, or worse, he could get nicked. And also, I've ordered online a miniature battle axe that I could glue onto his back. So we'll update on that.
I like the look, especially with the black outline. It gives him a little bit of a cell shade.
Yeah, because years ago I used to collect and paint these little Lord of the Rings Games Workshop miniatures. I don't really use them for like tabletop gaming. I just like to collect and paint them. I usually put on a black undercoat, and then I put the layers of coat on colours on there, and then I add the outlines.
Alrighty. Looks pretty awesome.
Because in a way, painting a gnome is like painting a giant like Games Workshop figurine.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you can like put him on top of the table and get with your like Warhammer figures and that.
Nice. Well, nice job. Looks awesome.
Yeah. You're just gonna leave him by the window, just staring out, defending your home.
Well, yeah, he is like out on top of one of my cabinets, but like he's facing inwards. So like when I have guests round, they can have them. Oh look, here's Gilius.
Yeah.
He protects the house.
But then the people outside see the sack of gold behind him, so then...
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's always meat in those things, right? Meat and the magic bottles.
Yeah, they usually
people
gets like hoarded still by those little horrible little domey things they kick.
So now you're inviting people in to break in to steal his stuff.
Oh dear. Oh no.
He'll defend your home with his axe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my
axe. Yeah.
And my axe.
Funny enough, was it last year or a couple of years ago they announced all brand new Sega games? I heard nothing new about it.
Oh yeah, there was something about like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring back our old IPs, and then nothing.
Well, and not nothing. It's just so they announced like 4 or so games. They're like Crazy Taxi and Virtua Fighter and Shinobi and Golden Axe. And we haven't heard much about most of them. We heard that the Crazy Taxi is going to be like an MMO or something.
Okay.
The Shinobi one is like almost out. It's coming out soon. And Virtua Fighter we've heard a little bit about, but yeah, the Golden Axe one is the one we've definitely heard the least about.
Didn't even get visuals of what it's gonna look like. Yeah, needs Shinobi's one of the most revealed about. Yeah, guess game development takes a lot of time these days, sadly.
Yeah, especially since we're all still waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4 and Metroid Prime 4 and
Yep. And
Elder Scrolls
4.
6 and GTA 6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
and Half-Life 3 and
Metroid Prime 4.
and Beyond Good and Evil 2 and
Hollow Knight 2.
oh, I thought that one's already out.
Nope. It's supposedly coming out sometime this year.
And something else more to add?
Well, I guess the new Shantae game. I mean, technically it's out for like if you get wasted money on it's on the original GBA cartridge, but yeah, there's plans of getting that game ported to modern consoles supposedly this year, but who knows?
Would be nice.
Because yeah, the new Shantae game is actually based off of a canceled project from like years ago, back when the GBA was like still active, and then I guess nowadays they're like, you know what, let's finish that game.
That's kind of cool. They do something like that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
And hey, we've got an Okami 2 to look forward to it now.
Oh yes.
That was announced at the Game Awards. And they even brought back Hideki Kamiya to direct it, which gives me hope that we can finally get Beautiful Joe 3.
That would be nice.
Yeah, until then, we'll just have to settle with his guest appearance in Worlds Unite. Yeah.
Yeah. Which wasn't even much.
Yeah, that was the problem with Worlds Unite, is that crammed in so many characters and most of them barely got to do anything.
Yep.
Oh well.
That's why I said I hope IDW gets the rights to Mega Man. So we can expand more on these crossovers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not, because right now Udon,
I don't think it is.
Yeah, right now Udon has the rights to which they've been doing some one-shot stories right now, and supposedly
think
they're
I saw
planning on
that.
reprinting the RG Mega Man comics.
Oh, interesting.
It'd be nice if they did.
Yeah, but sadly none of the Sonic crossovers because supposedly of licensing issues, or Sega's deep personal grudge against RG because of course Sega has a grudge.
Indeed. Poor Archie. Well, my brain is fried, so I'm ready to call it quits for today.
Fair enough.
Any
Alright.
other, then goodbye, everyone.
Yep, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo! Doodle
See you
Thank you
guys
for joining us.
And Elise lives.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
Elise
alive.
lives.
She's here.
And then she's gone again.
No, I'm still here.
All right. See y'all next time.
Yeah.
I don't know-
What have
I
I
don't know-
done?